Now I feel like piss for a couple of days. I just don't like to complain.
God, you don't like to complain. It's been going around. I had it, then Dave got something, and now you have it.
I think mine is just same thing as every season. Allergies, I start to drain. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at something that happened earlier today. David Henry heard that you were sick. He came in and he goes, "You hear Russ is sick?" I go, "Yeah." Sinus, a sore throat, a little bit of a fever. He goes, "Oh, wow, that sounds like strep." I go, "Well, I just got over it." And he goes, "Oh, you'll be fine." Thanks, Dave. I'm just getting over the Agent Orange scare from last week.
You looked into any more of that?
No.
Why?
It's stuff you can use in the building. It's just, it hit me because probably I was sick.
They were supposed to, when they're cleaning those floors next door, they were supposed to use an exhaust fan.
Yes.
That's there probably for some type of health reason. They didn't use it. You got sick. As a result, I believe you should have some cash coming.
You know, I've read up on the actual chemical. It's not good for you. It can make you sick, but it's not going to kill you. It's not a carcinogen. I wouldn't have much of it.
You went outside, your head got completely bloated. You went outside and yacked.
But I've recovered, and they don't seem to care, so.
Well, all the more reason to do something about it. I mean, you still went through pain and suffering.
I'd still leave the Frankels all over them.
I certainly could call them and see. But, you know, it's something they can legally use in a building, as long as it's supposed to be ventilated. It wasn't really CBS's fault it wasn't ventilated.
All right.
So have you been taking your allergy medicines and still got this, or did you not take them and then got sick?
The only time I take Allegra is when I start to drain, because that just makes me too jittery throughout the day. But I take the steroid nose spray every day. I don't feel horrible. I just can't really focus, and I didn't even make time to look at porn.
Ooh, oh, no.
That's bad.
I've got best of.
The room fell silent.
Alfie picked up the phone in the other room. Call him now? I'll just dial 911 and point it. The last one. The only thing that's made me laugh today, I sit here in the studio. I'm not even going to give you a setup of what it is.
Okay.
You'll figure it out after a couple of seconds.
Okay. And somebody has an email here, Ethereum, while you're sick in a moment. Go ahead.
Okay.
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
I've never heard that audio. I've seen the picture of Oswald getting it in the gut, but I didn't know somebody asked him right before he got it.
Yeah, a reporter had just walked in.
I had no idea.
Before they shoved Oswald out into that walkway, and that's when Jack Ruby came up and popped him in the gut.
I got Three Stooges timing.
Trey, you look confused. Do you need more of a setup?
I didn't hear the
You got it now?
part in the back. Yeah, no, now I know what I was hearing. I just wasn't sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
You didn't hear the grunt in the background of Oswald getting shot in the stomach?
I was still trying to make out the full. I got stuck on what the guy was asking.
Well, it's still important.
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
You'll spell that for us, because I'm not sure what he said.
What is that, pirate? Is that funny to you that we're on live television and you speak in pirate?
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
So you're a pirate. Got a little of the captain in you? No, you got some Jack Ruby in you.
That is great timing.
No kidding. Okay, I'm going to ask the question, and then you pull the trigger.
Here is the prisoner.
Don't cover up my question with a gunshot.
We have to practice.
I'll play the whole clip this time.
Okay.
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot.
Well, now I feel bad.
Oswald has been shot.
Why, Dan?
Didn't even get the answer to my question.
We're going to press here soon, mister.
Here I am making fun of you. You just took one in the gut.
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot.
You go back and watch the video. It is so instantaneous when Jack Ruby comes into the frame. as soon as they usher Oswald around the corner, he's got a couple of Dallas detectives holding him. Nobody had a chance to stop Ruby. He's immediately in. One of the detectives holding Oswald has that face of,
I wish I was anywhere else.
I think I'll just turn him loose.
You're talking about the guy in the white hat?
Yeah, the one that looks like this?
And you know that sucked for him, because it's like, here's a huge moment in world history, and they snapped that shot, and it looks great with Oswald, the gun in his belly, and then you see the dude in the white hat, and he's like, that's just a terrible picture of me.
Is this newly released audio?
I don't care. Okay. I got it from Gavin. Hold on. Gavin, is any of this new audio? Or I know it's old audio. Has it just now been released?
Yeah, CBS releases it to their affiliate stations. So I picked, the various cuts.
Is this just a re-release, or have they gone back and cleaned up the audio?
It's a re-release coming off of, they transferred it to digital.
Sounds pretty clean.
Yeah.
Real clean.
Well, actually, in this clip, when Oswald responds, I bumped it up about 6 or 7 dB.
Oh, okay.
So it stands out.
It helps.
There's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot. Oswald has been shot.
I've got 5 other clips if you want to hear those.
I really would like to hear him. Yeah.
What was the actual date that Kennedy was assassinated?
November 22nd, 63.
Okay. I was only 2, so I had no recollection. So none of this really means anything. I know that a lot of schools, they brought TVs into the classrooms, or some companies just shut down.
Yeah, it was a very, very bad day. I have very light recollection of it.
You would have been held.
You would have been held at 5-4 to it.
I'd have been 2.
I'd have been 6.
Okay.
So I'd have been in school, but I don't remember bringing TVs in. I don't remember shutting things down.
Okay. None of these are labeled, so I'm just going to play what I got.
The presidential car coming up now. We know it's the presidential car. You can see Mrs. Kennedy's.
Okay. This obviously is going to be after he was shot
shortly there
in front of was it a Hertz building? Didn't have Hertz on the top of it.
Hertz on top.
But it was a school book depository. Correct.
The presidential car coming up now. We know it's the presidential car. You can see Mrs. Kennedy's pink suit. There's a Secret Service man, spread eagle, over the top of the car. We understand Governor and Mrs. Connolly are in the car with President and Mrs. Kennedy. We can't see who has been hit, if anybody's been hit, but apparently something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong. I'm in behind the motorcade trying to follow them. It looks as though they're going to Parkland Hospital.
I'm not old enough to remember this. Just listening to that audio, I got goosebumped up.
It is so creepy.
Well, because you know the story. The reporter is, something must be wrong.
Something's
well,
happened.
Obviously, you're a CBS employee. We only hire astuteness.
The presidential car coming up now. We know it's the presidential car. You can see Mrs. Kennedy's pink suit. There's a Secret Service man, spread eagle, over the top of the car. We understand Governor and Mrs. Connolly are in the car with President and Mrs. Kennedy. We can't see who has been hit, if anybody's been hit, but apparently something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong. I'm in behind the motorcade trying to follow them. It looks as though they're going to Parkland Hospital.
That's not a good idea. You better set him on fire first. All right, here's the next one. Okay.
At the time of the shooting, the motorcade was passing at least 3 buildings, more.
That sounds like Dan Rather.
Dan Rather.
I didn't know he was that old.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's in his 70s?
Yeah, easy.
At the time of the shooting, the motorcade was passing at least 3 buildings, more than 3 stories. One child, aged 7, told authorities that he saw a man lean out of the 5th floor of one of the buildings and fire.
John, why is it you were 6, you got no recollection of this? There was a 6-year-old there that was an eyewitness. Told the cops what happened.
Because I wasn't on the grassy knoll. I was in school, and I really have a feeling, looking back on it.
News really has never been a part of your life, has
No,
it?
I think my parents shielded me from it because it was so traumatic. I remember once the funeral and everything was on TV, we saw that. But that day, I think my parents shielded me from it.
What's to shield you from if you didn't even know who the president was?
Well, I knew who the president was. I just don't remember this being a big deal. In my school, they didn't roll TVs in.
Okay.
At the time of the shooting, that he saw a man lean out of the 5th floor of one of the buildings and fire the shots. Police and Secret Service agents now have that building surrounded and are going through the building in a systematic search.
You want to hear any more?
Yeah. I've forgotten a lot of this. Especially the ARG. I've never heard that audio. I've seen the picture, whoever got lucky enough to snap that bullet shot.
I think it was somebody from the Dallas Times-Herald.
Well, makes sense.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Vice President Lyndon Johnson has left the hospital in Dallas, but we do not know to where he has proceeded. Presumably, he will be taking the oath of office shortly and become the 36th President of the United States.
I do.
Put it away.
So does Jumbo.
Was it Chief Justice Sarah something that swore Johnson in? I know it was a chick.
Yeah, it was a chick. It wasn't a Chief Justice. God, I can't remember her name.
All right, I'll play the next one. And let's see, that was cut 7, cut 9.
This is a sad time for all people. We have suffered a loss that cannot be weighed.
Just to catch everyone up, this would be LBJ.
Yes.
I have no comment, I'm just telling you.
All righty.
For me, it is a deep personal tragedy. I know that the world shares the sorrow that Mrs. Kennedy and her family bear. I will do my best. That is all I can do. I ask for your help.
Picking this
And
up.
God.
It's so heavy.
I feel like a heavy weight has been lifted off my bunghole.
Let it breathe.
Nobody touch it. Just let it lay in the sun for a while.
Get another Bible. Swear it in.
Okay, that was, I don't know if I'm playing the same clip again.
This is a...
Yeah, cut 9. And cut 10.
There is a prisoner. You have
Oh, sorry, I played this one out of order.
Please.
There is a prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot. Oswald has been shot.
You laugh about that guy all you want. That's what I'd be doing. I'm handcuffed to the guy that guy that's looking back.
The detective that was holding Oswald?
Right. I'm handcuffed to him. Don't shoot me. Weren't they handcuffed? I don't remember. I'd be going for the keys. Holy hell.
He did it. That's the one. Right there. I'm with you. In fact,
I will point to
when I saw you coming, I pushed his belly forward a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Dan, have you pulled up his picture online yet?
Yeah, I've got one up. I'm just trying to find a bigger, a higher resolution one because I'm trying to see if I can see the handcuffs. Because this one photo I have almost looks like he's holding Oswald's waistband.
Send it to me. I don't know why all of a sudden this is funny. What's the matter, Trey? You look disgusted.
No, not at all.
I just never heard the time.
I want you to play the clip again.
Why?
Does Oswald scream, why?
I don't know. I hear, ugh.
I think he just says, oh.
Hang on, Dan just sent me the picture.
I'll tell you why. Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, no, he's not cuffed to him.
I don't think so.
He might be.
I'm trying to find another photo.
I think maybe he is, but you have a detective on each side of Oswald, and Ruby walks straight in, right in the gut, lets him have it.
Oh, here's a good one. It's right before the gunshot, and they haven't even noticed Ruby coming up yet.
Oh, cool.
Well, there's actual video, so obviously there's going to be screen captures.
Yeah.
You see the initial shot, they come around a corner down a corridor. I think it's in the basement of the courthouse in downtown Dallas. They're escorting Oswald around the corner, I guess, to be arraigned. And he ran into issue.
He ran into a snub nose.
Okay, here's a shot right before Oswald gets it.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know why there wasn't better security down there. Unless part of the conspiracy theory were that Dallas police were in on this.
Yeah, those are all kinds of different conspiracies.
Because DPD took a lot of heat as far as the investigation and gathering all the evidence. How the hell would Jack Ruby get down there?
Well, because he was friends with all, and yes, that's been known that he was friends with a lot of the detectives and whatnot. Because I mean, he was a small-time mobster, and
we also owned the Pussycat or something. It was a topless bar in downtown Dallas.
Yeah.
So he was connected enough to get down there and be in the fray of the media.
Yeah, back then, I mean, it's not like you had metal detectors or anything like that. I mean, they weren't going to frisk him if he saw some people he knew.
There's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald.
No, I don't think he had time to think of a question. You're talking about Oswald.
It just seems like he screams "why," which
I'm pretty sure that would kind of take your breath away. I think someone else screams out the "why," and then you hear Oswald right after that going the.
Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot.
This place sucks!
Oswald has been shot.
Did you send me something else, Dan? Is that it?
Can't remember what it was.
Also, if it is a conspiracy, some people knew. They went, "Hey, Bill, were you walk him down to the car?" No, just hold him really close. It's okay. Nobody likes Bill.
You mean the detective in the white outfit?
In the white hat, yeah. You stand really close to him. We don't want him to get away.
You're going to make international news.
You're going to be big.
Picture around the world. Whatever you do, don't look scared.
Okay. I wouldn't look scared. Why would I look scared?
No reason to. Just don't.
I won't.
All right.
It's a proud moment. For
There's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Oh, what did I tell you?
There's a shot. Oswald has been shot.
I laughed about this all morning.
That is funny. I've never heard that audio for whatever reason. All the other ones I've heard.
What are those JFK calls? Which one, Alfie? 3? Yes, John.
Yeah, actually, the night before, when they were moving Oswald from one place to another, my dad had snuck into the Dallas Police Department. A whole bunch of reporters took his camera and just started taking pictures during the transfer. And actually, Jack Ruby was there the night before, too. They're in the police station.
So obviously, he was just waiting on his particular time to get at him. He wasn't. I'm sure he had no inkling when his one shot was going to be at Oswald.
The best clean shot. And get right
he
in his
had
gut.
no trouble getting in. And the day that he killed Oswald, he went in a different route, and they said that the timing for him to get where he was almost as if he knew exactly when Oswald was going to get moved.
Well, again, if Trey's right and the stories were correct, he had ties, with some of the Dallas police officers. I'm sure somebody told him, not knowing that Ruby was going to have any play with part of this.
Yeah, it was interesting, though, but I've seen the pictures, and there's Jack Ruby hanging out in the hallway the night before, too. So he was hell-bent on shooting that guy.
All right, thanks. How are we doing, Chloe? Line 2? All right. Go ahead, Shelley.
Hi, Russ. I was 3 years old when this happened, and I remember it just like it was yesterday because of the fact...
You were 3?
I was 3 years old.
How the hell did I miss all this then?
I don't know. It was so dramatic. It's the first time I ever seen my mom have a meltdown in front of me, and she instantly called my dad at work, and he worked for a large body shop. They closed the body shop. He came home, and then that's when we started seeing pictures of Parkland and stuff, and I'll never forget that.
Maybe I got no recollection the day of. I don't know that we had a television set.
We did.
No, okay, show off. I don't think we did, because this would have been early 60s.
Yeah. I know we did because I watched the funeral.
Well, you were 3, so it's not like you would have probably remembered that much.
Well, but my mom had this happen, and we had a television set. She probably would have gone in there, flipped it on to see what was going on. And if I can remember Cowboy Weaver, I could certainly remember the assassination of a president, especially the way this country came to a complete halt.
Yep.
Which is something that wouldn't play out now.
Oh, I think it would.
I don't think that we're as enamored with the White House and any administration than we have been since then.
I remember when Reagan got shot. That was a huge deal.
We still went to work. I mean, we brought a TV to work, and we, watched the follow-up news coverage. But we didn't shut down, and people still came in for the buffet that night.
Well, I think Kennedy, he was, the young...
He was the guy. He was the golden boy.
Yeah. He was the new generation and, historic family. Ugh.
Well, thank God his death was
Avenged.
Yes.
There's the prisoner. You have
They have him dressed like a pirate.
anything to say in your defense?
And I've heard this audio before. I don't know why today it just flashed on me, and it was that funny.
What were you doing at the Eagle when the program director, Greg, called you and said, you don't understand how people accept this shooting of the president here in Dallas?
Yeah, this was after John went into Martha's
okay, that's what it was,
bin.
yeah.
And he had warned me before we went on the air, you can bring it up in the news. I wouldn't make any other references to it. Okay, got you, thanks. And so then when we went off on a tear, he calls me on the hotline during a break, screaming at me. That little Woody Allen-looking runt is screaming at me.
Yeah.
He was born in San Jose.
I know. He's not from here.
He goes, didn't we have this conversation? I told you people haven't gotten over this whole JFK scenario. This city still takes responsibility for his death. I went, dude, you eat me out.
I was born and raised here. I think I got it. I think I got the inside vibe on this one.
I've lived through the entire stigma of Dallas being called the city that killed Kennedy. We had nothing to do with that.
No. How did that end?
I hung up.
Okay.
Look at it. Then he came in later, and I went in his office. I went, okay, explain to me how you're going to have a better take on the vibe in the city of Dallas. You came from San Jose. You ain't been here 6 months. And I was born here. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to shut up, and then you're going to tell me.
Well, I'm your boss.
I got nothing to hear.
Okay. You're going to be that way.
I don't even know how you get in the mindset to call somebody and explain to them what the thinking is and the way Dallas embraces or doesn't embrace the whole JFK administration.
I think he thought it was his job as the boss to rein you in a little bit. You're going a little bit too far. It's not funny to these people. Nothing about the Kennedys dying is funny.
I was born here. It was funny to me.
I know. Well, this audio is funny as hell.
There's the prisoner. You have anything to say in your defense?
His parrot flew off.
There's a shot.
Dan spent something through his nose. I'm just not sure what.
It's a combination of coffee and snot. Why you gotta do that? His parrot flew away. Choke on coffee and snot.
Now, do we really think we missed anything by Oswald being killed? He was never going to fess up to anything, whether it was a conspiracy or not.
Well, he'd already, memory serves, he had said he did it, and then he went back and said, no, I was,
a patsy.
Yes. Yeah, I think had he been alive, back then, some nice interrogation techniques, we might have found out a little bit more.
Yeah. We were a little more to the point of interrogation back then.
Yeah.
In fact, Garland still does it this way. Yeah. No. This is a way, in fact, this could be from something that happened there last week.
There's the prisoner. You have anything to say in your defense?
I'm going to ask you again.
There's the prisoner. You have anything to say in your defense?
He's got nothing to say. Move along. Let's see here. No, he hasn't been shot.
Oswald has been shot.
No, shut up. we're going to take him down to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
And you show him around.
Nice little display of oranges.
Here's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
There's a parrot flying off.
I didn't say anything.
With your hand. Dan has a question.
Yeah.
The officer in the white hat, his name was Jim Lavelle.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned Garland, because apparently he's still alive and living in Garland.
Of course he is.
We'll see if you can hunt him down.
Might have to do that.
I certainly want to get that picture autographed by him.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
You still doing signings?
They warned me before I walked Oswald out there. Don't look scared. And the one God picture in the past 40, 50 years is me looking scared. Of all the other faces I can make, you got this one. And that doesn't even have to transcend through radio, because everybody knows the exact face that I'm making when I go like this.
Stop it.
Look at that. You can blame me for this.
I would have to stand on his right side.
I'm sorry, say we need a break. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. The #1 afternoon show is found right here. The Russ Martin Show.
My pappy said, son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Son, you're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Ready to go down?
Yeah.
All right, get in.
All right, this first ticket traffic is brought to us by Chicken Express and also by Redbox. Not looking too bad yet, but it's not quite 4, so it obviously will get worse. But a couple of problems to let you know about. One in Mesquite, US 80 eastbound at Big Town Boulevard. You have an accident blocking the left lane. And up in Louisville, 35 northbound at the 121 bypass, you have an accident on the service road, but not slowing things down too much. There's your first second traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. 44 for the low tonight. Going to be 60 tomorrow, then warming up a little bit for Friday. It is, we have 77 now at Live 105.3.
Dan, were you able to find that Dallas detective told an Oswald when he got shot? What was the name? Jim Lavelle?
Jim Lavelle, yeah. Living in Garland, at least according to his Wikipedia page. Looked it up, and this looks like it could possibly be him.
How old would he be?
88.
He was born in 1920.
I don't know how much recollection he's going to have.
Quite a bit. CBS 11 just did a story on him, actually.
Oh.
It says it's hard to believe that anybody still is interested in the 45-year-old saga, Jim Lavelle said, a detective in the JFK assassination investigation. And Lavelle's 15 minutes of fame will live on forever, all because one prisoner he escorted to the basement of the old Dallas Police Building, November 24, 63. This is kind of funny at the end. 2 days prior, Lavelle was one of the homicide detectives who responded to the assassination. On November 24th, Lavelle found himself handcuffed to the accused Lee Harvey Oswald before making that fateful walk to the basement. And there was actually a moment of levity between the two of them. He says, quote,
between Lavelle and Oswald?
Yes. When we started down, I said, Lee, I hope if anybody shoots at you, I hope they're as good a shot as you are. Meaning, of course, they would hit him and not me. It was only that time that he smiled it was the only time that he smiled during the custody. He said, well, nobody's going to shoot at me. Don't worry about it. Lavelle, however, would soon become reality when Jack Ruby lunged at Oswald.
Would you like to hear it again?
Yes.
There's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Oswald has been shot.
It's the first time I've actually heard the parrot fly off.
I'd never heard that statement before. That
yeah, I didn't either.
Lavelle made that joke with Oswald. Hope you don't get shot.
I hope they're a good shot because I don't want to get it. And whatever happens, I don't look surprised.
But that's because one of the conspiracy theories was that when Oswald got shot, he screamed why, like he knew Ruby, and why was
like Oswald knew Ruby.
Yes.
Let me listen to it again. I'll leave the parakeet out this time.
Thank you.
Here is the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Are you talking about that grunt right there? Why?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's just one of the many.
Actually, I pulled up the video in the break. What is it? No, that ain't it. And lost it. Here's Lee Majors, the $6 million man fighting Sasquatch, if you want to see that.
What does that know?
Hell yeah, I haven't seen that one.
What does that got to do with what we're talking about?
Who cares? It doesn't. I was just looking at different stuff before the show.
Oh. You are so odd.
You really had an episode where he fought Sasquatch?
You never saw that?
I've only seen like a couple of those episodes because they weren't on TV a whole lot in the 80s.
This is a short segment. This is where the Sasquatch comes at the $6 million man.
Okay.
Lee Majors picks him up.
Of course.
Does a body slam off into the trees. Hell yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
You kiss my ass.
Sweet.
I know why I was looking at this. There was a AOL or somebody released the top TV action heroes.
I actually pulled that, yeah.
And they stuck the $6 million man at 10.
Who was number one?
It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, I got it right here. Actually, Jamie Summers, who was played by Lindsay Wagner on the Bionic Woman.
Read the whole story.
Okay. All it says is TV Guide's put together the list of the top 10 toughest TV action heroes. And it just kind of gives...
Well, we already know who 10 is. Just go from 1 down.
Okay. 1 is MacGyver.
What?
That's number 1. Buffy Summers is number 2.
The Vampire Slayer.
Uh-huh. Jack Bauer.
This guy is doing body slams and spinning cobra clutches, Lee Majors, with a Sasquatch. And you're going to put Buffy the Vampire Slayer at number 2.
Yes, apparently so.
And MacGyver... Well, big deal. See, he used to hang out with Bill Nye.
Yeah, but he was kind of crafty in what he could do.
Okay, crafty doesn't really make you an action hero.
I suppose not. Sidney Bristow from Alias is at number 4.
I don't know what that one is.
It was the TV show Jennifer Garner was on. She played a spy.
So they put Jennifer Garner ahead of the $6 million man.
Yes.
Dildos.
Magnum's number 5. Nikita is number 6.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is either. It's La Femme Nikita. Never heard of it. Walker.
What club?
She was on USA.
Okay. Walker, Texas Ranger was what?
7.
But you put the Vampire Slayer above Chuck Norris.
Yes.
That's just wrong. Now, I can see Chuck Norris ahead of the $6 million man.
Yeah.
Because that would be a rough cage match.
I hear another argument between you and Everett coming. Brandon Walsh from Beverly Hills 90210 is number 8.
What?
Jason Presley on Beverly Hills 90210. Brandon Walsh.
That wasn't a TV action drama.
I'm just reading the list.
What?
I'm just reading the list.
Did you just see the video of the Sasquatch getting slammed to the ground?
I saw that. That was amazing. It's a TV show.
That's real.
Xena. Sasquatch got a SAG card.
Xena is number 9. And then, of course, Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man are number 10. They're tied.
Jason Priestley could at least put Luke Perry. He was at least kind of the tough one.
Really?
But that was
oh, here we go. I knew it.
A teeny TV show targeted towards twinks.
None of them deserve to be on there. It's just, of all the characters that were on that show.
You got a man.
Yes.
Who was barely alive.
No. barely alive.
2 bionic legs. Man could run 65 miles an hour. That's on foot. Think how fast he could go on a 10-speed.
You have a point. I just farted to
Right arm with the power of a bulldozer.
Yes.
Could leap 30 feet in the air. Body slam Sasquatch. Had to fight Sasquatch, aliens. Yes. Even the $7 million man still beat his ass.
I don't remember $7 Million Man.
In one of the episodes, there was one of the agents went through the same thing that Steve Austin did, lost arms, legs, whatever, and just to piss him off, they spent more money on him.
No.
And then he went rogue, and so they sent Steve Austin after him. I'm not going after him. You're the dildos that spend extra money on him. You go get him.
Give me an extra $1 million of work, and we'll see. We'll talk. Sasquatch.
What about
it? It's a TV show. Relax.
Do you remember that? Then I'll be done with this because not everybody remembers this series. Do you remember the opening segment?
Yeah.
Where they showed, I want to say it was a M2 F2 NASA test aircraft.
It came down and crashed, yeah.
That was real footage.
I think I knew that somewhere along the line in my little trivia. I think I knew that. That was real footage of the thing crashing.
Yeah, I pulled that up, and then I found the Sasquatch. Damn, that was a good fight.
Just a guy in a monkey suit.
What'd you say?
just saying. How did we go from the killing of Oswald to this?
It's a natural segue.
Isn't it? How? A
Confrontation?
historical event?
Good, evil, hairy? I don't know. I forgot what I was looking for. No, it was a video of the actual shooting of Oswald. I can't find what I did with it. I'll pull it up later. Unless you want to watch this. What are you guys looking at?
I want to see it.
Well, you're leaning around watching television.
I know. Well,
I did it before the show.
You're playing it.
I'm going to have to watch the rest of that Sasquatch episode.
You know, he whips his ass. The guy in a monkey suit. He beats up a guy in a monkey suit on the back lot of Universal.
We need a legal ID here.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I'm surprised William Shatner didn't make this list for Captain Kirk. Because he had a lot of big fight scenes. He beat the hell out of that green thing.
I'm surprised David Hasselhoff didn't make it for Knight Rider.
No, that's just on principle.
Yeah, but people like him.
There's some kind of stigma that goes along with a Hoff, I think, that he's just kind of pushed himself away from pop culture.
You put on Jason Priestley. I mean,
I'm just happy that Lee Majors made it.
And MacGyver #1.
Okay. Slam.
MacGyver never beat
Well, but you're right. If you stop and think about it, there are a lot of other people that could have been on that list, short of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
She was a badass, wasn't she? I never saw the show, but I've seen the promos.
She fought the same people every week. At least William Shatner went out of his neighborhood.
He did.
I'm surprised Jack Bauer didn't make it #1. Because that's like nonstop action every episode.
I was reading, and then I'm done with this, reading Shatner's biography again over the weekend. Mm-hmm. And he talked about all the stunt work he did on all his series, and he tried to really get into the part. Played a bad guy in some 60s Western, and his sidekick, also a bad guy, they said they hired him only because he looked crazy. Not because he acted, but because he looked crazy. And Shatner and him got in a stage fight, and he found out that he was crazy. He started to strangle him.
Acting. Mm-mm. Oh, wow.
And Shatner had to knock him out just to get away from that.
I got to read that book. It sounds very, very interesting, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that he's now telling.
And he still maintains he didn't realize that nobody likes working with him.
Please, there's no way you don't know. You can't be that
He said he had no clue that the entire staff of Star Trek in the 60s couldn't stand... Scotty, the engineer, wouldn't talk to him.
Well, that'd be my first clue. If somebody I'm on the set with every day doesn't speak to me, maybe I have a issue.
He just thought he was excitable. And Shatner said he didn't really find all of this out until he was doing an interview for one of his first biographies, and he's interviewing Nichelle Nichols. She gave him all the clips. She said, now let me tell you this. Nobody could stand you. You were a scene stealer. You were egomaniac.
How could you, as an actor, how could you not know that? Even more so than how much more
you don't notice it because you're all wrapped up in yourself.
I suppose.
Even Tom Wilson, Biff, Back to the Future, been on a couple of episodes of Boston Legal. He said they still can't stand him.
Now, does it say, did he make nice with the cast of Star Trek when they were doing the movies, or they all hate him through that?
I still think there was some animosity. Because they were happy that he included them. And they also thought, you're not going to be able to make the movies without us.
Oh, that's true. But it's pretty amazing. You would never know they completely disliked each other because they still had a good on-screen chemistry to make, except that last one sucked.
That's why they're called actors. They weren't using their own lines.
But when you hate somebody and just totally detest working with them,
you focus on the equipment like you're really flying the damn thing. You don't really address him because had they written their own lines, warp speed, well, you go to warp speed on your own.
You damn warp speed.
Strap down your rug, Captain. One damn minute, Admiral. All right, you ready to start news?
I am.
Is that Big Stacy? Back to the TV hero list.
The greatest American hero. Granted, he couldn't control his suit, but he was still a hero.
That was actually the name of the series, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the name of the series.
You're not black.
Yes, I am. I used to love that song. Look at what happened to me. God. I can't believe it myself.
Oh, God.
Why would you throw out somebody like Richard Roundtree?
I didn't like Richard Roundtree. I wasn't a big fan of Shaft.
Because I think there was a Shaft TV series for a short time. You ain't got no black superheroes?
No, there are no black superheroes except for...
Oh, yeah.
You actually bring up a good point, because I just now thought about it when Stacey called in. There isn't one black hero on this list.
What were the three cops, and one of them was Link, the black guy was Link.
The Mod Squad.
Mod Squad. He was a great action hero.
Oh, Mr. T.
Yeah, Mr. T.
We're not going to continue with this.
No, we'll stop.
I think we've pretty much hit the pinnacle of the conversation when Lee Majors body slammed the Sasquatch. At least we got some good photos of him.
We do, yes, we do.
Ready again?
I am.
All right, 407, Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. News is brought to us by Cadillac Ranch, where Chloe will be this Friday night, 10 p.m. to midnight, 857 John Carpenter Freeway in Irving. It is part of their big grand opening all weekend. Wednesday, November 19th, 2008, birthdays today. Jodie Foster turns 46. Meg Ryan turns 47. Her lips are probably about 6 years old. And Curry from the Today Show turns 52.
And Meg Ryan is not that old, and the surgery she had came damn close to Jack Nicholson in the first Batman.
No, not really that bad. She's done too much. She got started, and it's like everybody else. They get started, and they go, well, maybe.
Now, I don't know when I saw her in an interview earlier this year if she had collagen, and I guess that wears off. But it looks like she had something done to her cheeks. Mm-hmm. What kind of body dysmorphia do you have if you're already hot and you're going to go and you're going to jack with that?
Well, what is she? What did you say, 47? So she's probably, at that age where things are starting to sag, and you start, and I promise you, it's not like an addiction.
You get a boob job and a butt suck, and that'll compensate for anything that's going on outside your clothes.
Now, when chicks, they start worried about the crow's feet, and I promise you get started and you go, now that's good, but I could do this much more, and I got the cash. What the heck?
And you're competing with, for roles with women that are 15, 20 years younger, and I'm sure that has some
you look younger, but you also don't look really of this planet.
Again, JD's right. I think they start, and then it becomes
an addiction.
Yeah. It's more and more and more.
I don't know how you become I know there are people with that affliction. There was a story earlier this week or last week, some chick, I think it was in Asia, just did it nonstop. And at the end of her surgeries, she looked like a Shar-Pei.
Seriously. She gotten so they had quit doing things to her, and she started injecting cooking oil into herself. And her face...
What does that do?
No, it made you look like something out of a bad movie. It made Sasquatch look attractive.
Yeah, all right.
Bloated, dark, nasty.
Found a video of Oswald getting shot. You want to see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. This is him walking down the hall.
Okay.
They're about to come around the corner, and Ruby comes into the shot.
Yeah, there is Lee Oswald. He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot. There's a man with a gun. It's absolute panic. Absolute panic here in the basement of Dallas Police Headquarters.
It's pretty good TV coverage.
It really is.
Because it looks like they got 2 or 3 different cameras.
Detectives have their guns drawn.
When the gun went off, I was trying to see if there was someplace I could duck behind or take.
All right, that's one of the reporters. We go back and look at Jim Lavelle. He's a detective that's holding Oswald, and he's standing to Oswald's right.
They're in the white suit.
The police really had their hands full. And their idea of security at the time was to transfer him to the other jail in an armored car. There wasn't much attention paid to credentials. Almost anyone could walk in there.
So you had in your mind, you had a semblance of security. Sure. We're going to transport him from the basement of the Dallas City jail, put him in an armored car, and take him to a maximum lockup.
Makes sense.
But we're not going to check anybody for anything in the basement.
No. Let anybody come in.
And show something.
And we're waiting here in the basement with other reporters, cameramen, photographers for Lee Oswald.
Now starts a whole nother part of the story. I am sitting on, and Fred told me that he could hear the old elevator in the city hit the button to the
I miss it.
And the gun
has been shot. There's a man with a gun. It's absolute panic. Absolute.
Well, after he made that face, Detective Lavelle grabbed Oswald. Actually, he grabbed Ruby, pulled them both to the ground.
Yeah, I saw that.
But those aren't the pictures you see. You see that one shot where Oswald gets it in the belly, and Detective Lavelle's going.
It's actually pretty impressive because, like JD had mentioned, Lavelle is still handcuffed to Oswald. So, he's using both hands to try to get that gun and wrestle Ruby to the ground. Poor Oswald just flailing around just because Lavelle's dragging him.
Just in overdrive at this moment, you don't know if he's going to shoot everybody or how many more gunshots are going to be. Or even at that moment, if he was really kind of in the line of fire if the bullet hadn't stopped. Lavelle, I'm sorry. If the bullet hadn't stopped in Oswald.
Now
he leaned back like this.
He leaned back because he was pushing Oswald forward into Jack Ruby.
And you can do him first. And if you want me later,
I'll be around. I'll make all the circuits. Man, you don't Jack Ruby. And then if you get twisted at me later, I'll be available for it. All right. Yeah, Dan, during the break, see if you can find Detective Lavelle.
Okay.
All right, good.
Also birthdays today. Ann Curry from the Today Show turns 52. Ahmad Rashad turns 59. Calvin Klein is 66. Dan Haggerty, also known as Grizzly Adams, turns 67. Ted Turner, 70. Dick Cavett is 72. And Larry King turns 75 today.
Us Jews have turned on him.
First of all, you're not a Jew. Second of all, why'd you turn on him?
He doesn't use his real Jewish name.
I knew that was not his real name. What's his real name? Does it say?
It is Lawrence Zeiger.
Yes.
Or Zeiger.
The Jews have turned on him. Because he wanted to have more TV for him.
Have I come out with my Jewish name?
Yes, you have. I forgot what it was, though.
Malachi Steamroller.
Okay. Yes, you've been proud enough even to have...
Or Linda Diggler.
I like the Steamroller.
Okay, good, Dan.
Okay. And on this day in history, back in 1969, Apollo 12 astronauts Alan Bean and Charles Conrad made the second staged landing on the moon.
Actually, that's not called a second stage landing.
What's it called?
A sequel?
We got a franchise.
Stop.
That was November of 69?
Yes.
When did we stage the first one?
July of 69.
I didn't realize that we did that twice in 1 year. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, they'll milk anything.
No. Went to the moon.
Well, obviously, now that it makes sense, you got all the stage and everything's set. No reason not to go back. I'm surprised they didn't go every week.
And it was a ratings hit.
Yeah.
You know what they probably did? Like how they do movies today when they know they're doing sequels, they'll shoot them both at the same time. That's probably where they got the idea to do that. They shot them 11 and 12 same time.
Dan, you're not helping.
The cast and crew's already there. All you got to do is just move the principals in and out, get everything shot, and just release it 6-7 months later. It looks damn real.
Quit it. Quit it with the conspiracy crap.
The Moon Show.
In color, we're available.
Hey, good, Dan.
The top Senate Democrats sought Wednesday to lower expectations for legislation this week to help endangered domestic car makers, saying it would be the Bush administration's job to save the industry if Congress doesn't. The rescue plan appeared.
Hold on. What is it?
It's the Moon Show.
Oh, go ahead.
The rescue plan. appeared stalled on Capitol Hill, even as the heads of GM, Ford, and Chrysler returned for a second day to plead for relief, and as their congressional backers urged colleagues not to punish them for past mistakes. GM Corporation CEO Rick Wagner told the House Financial Services Committee that collapse of the U.S. auto industry could lead to a loss of 3 million jobs within the first year and ripple throughout communities around the nation.
Then bail them out.
Did you hear?
Or don't.
The Ford CEO, CEO, on the early show yesterday.
No.
Cut 77. She asks him the specific question.
She who?
I don't even know who's talking to her.
Okay.
It's just a real quick clip of her. Of whose fault this is. And listen, he don't even come close. It's like he never heard her. Doesn't matter who she is, because he doesn't come close to answering.
Cut 77?
77, yeah. Alan Mulally.
I need a new woman to objectify.
Oh, Jesus. That's not it.
What is that?
That's Denny Crane talking about Sarah Palin.
I'd rather hear that. Actually, that's Alan Shore right there.
Yep.
I need a new woman to objectify. What do you think of Sarah Palin? Oh, those pouty lips. Those down-to-earth, slutty good looks. I've got 2 things to say about Sarah Palin. Right here. Right now.
I give them credit. The last season of Boston Legal, and they know it's their last season, they're not jacking around with the writing.
No.
In fact, they're getting a little more freaky.
Well, maybe comes a point that, it's fun, the pressure's off. Let's just have fun with it. Let's just say what we want to say at this point.
And there's one scene where John Larroquette and Shatner.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Shatner are trying to decide, do we take this to trial or not? Shatner goes, it's our last season. Let's take it to trial.
Wow. That's pretty good.
All right, let me listen to the CEO. This is a Ford?
This is Ford CEO.
All right.
I'm sure that you have heard the criticism that the auto industry has been brought to the brink of collapse because of bad management. How much responsibility do you personally accept for the problems at Ford?
None.
Well, in my case specifically, Maggie, I just arrived here about 2 years ago. Most of my career was at the Boeing Company in commercial airplanes. And when I had a chance to join Ford to help accelerate the transformation of Ford, it was an opportunity I just couldn't pass up.
Was it bad management before you?
Well, in Ford's case, we've got a tremendous plan. We've decided to be in every market segment with cars, utilities, as well as our industry-leading trucks. And so we're making great progress on our quality, on fuel efficiency, and safety. And most people believe that we absolutely will have the best lineup going forward of vehicles that the consumers really do want.
I'm going to ask you again. Bad management.
Yeah, is your headphone working? Are you hearing me?
Well, initially it sounds like he's backing away from this. I only been here for 2 years. They've been building this for 30.
So was it bad management?
So I got
for you?
nothing. I just got here a couple of years ago.
We heard that part.
They've been building was long before I got here.
All right, so it's bad management before you then.
I just got here. And I don't know anything before me. I'm not here to slam anybody. I just got here. Everything that's been in place, it has happened long before 2 years ago.
He spins off into a Ford commercial.
Yeah. We have a great plan for our new line of products, our F-150s, yes. Our hybrids, and things that run.
Pretty colors. Back to you. Well, was it bad management?
Possibly on the Crown Vics. What is it, Trey?
And he can get away with that. Talking to a reporter, they're not going to completely bully him like they're trying to do.
Well, she tried. She went back to it. I'll play it again.
I'm sure that you have heard the criticism that the auto industry has been brought to the brink of collapse because of bad management. How much responsibility do you personally accept for the problems at Ford?
Not a bit.
Well, in my case specifically, Maggie,
I just got here. That's exactly what he's saying. In my case, I was doing something else. Look at Boeing. Isn't Boeing prospering?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was there. Well, I was not here.
Well, in my case specifically, Maggie, I just arrived here about 2 years ago. Most of my career was at the Boeing Company in commercial airplanes. And when I had a chance to join Ford to help accelerate the transformation of Ford, it was an opportunity I just couldn't pass up.
Was it bad management before you?
Are you deaf? I just got here.
I'm just barely even I've settled in yet.
These are the people you want to talk to in this picture. These people. They were here long before I just got here.
So was it bad management before you?
Talk to these people in this picture. These are the guys that probably had something to do with whatever it is that you're curious about.
You're the CEO. I'd like to talk to you about it.
I just took it over.
2 years ago.
We put up new signs under new management? Oh, me.
Well, in Ford's case, we've got a tremendous plan. We've decided to be in every market segment with cars, utilities, as well as our industry-leading trucks. And so we're making great progress on our quality, on fuel efficiency, and safety. And most people believe that we absolutely will have the best lineup going forward of vehicles that the consumers really do want.
Built Ford tough.
I'm the one that suggested putting one back in our phrase. Quality is.
I did that in less than 2 years. Get off me.
They took that off a long time ago. Yeah, he doesn't even come close to...
No. And then the next cut, if you want to hear it, he's talking about, she asked him about the bailout potential.
Okay.
He goes, bailout, schmailout.
I don't really think of this as a bailout at all. And
it's just like helping a brother out.
Sliding your friends some cash.
Right. It's just to tide us over until we get past whatever it was that the people before me, because I just got here. Do we need a break? Yes. All right, I'll play this later.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, Daniel. What else you got? Okay. We're talking about the... hang on, what is it, John?
We never really finished the audio of the CEO from Ford talking about it's not really a bailout. It's got 78 if you want to hear it.
All right, hold on.
Alan Mulally.
I don't really think of this as a bailout at all. And I'd just like to give you a little bit of perspective on that. First of all, we're in probably the worst economic situation that the industry's ever been in. Our sales for the industry for the first 9 months is down nearly 45%. And the actual sales for October are the lowest for the industry in over 25 years. So when your sales fall off that much, the issue that we have is this crisis in the economy and with the banking and the credit. So the most important thing that we're doing is to set up.
He ain't going to answer this one either, is he?
It's not a bailout. What it is...
Well, he just gave us a history of how we got to where we are. He hasn't really said, unless he's about to, what this money's for.
No.
It's not a bailout.
It's not a bailout. We're not going to call it a bailout because we don't like that word. Mostly it's...
free money. We're okay with that.
A fund or a bridge loan that, if needed, we can access that to keep our transformation going. But we are going to pay it back as part of the plan to continue this transformation of the industry and Ford in particular. So it's not a bailout. It's a support and a partnership to continue through these toughest of times.
All right, and if that's actually what it is, then that's not as bad as just handing Wall Street billions of dollars and hoping that they do their best. But if the economy doesn't go towards an upswing, Ford's going to need more money.
That's what
you're going to have to give them more.
That was in the story.
And then you can forget about getting anything else back.
They said, let's see here. They said they're going through $5 billion a month. Okay, remember that number. And the $25 billion emergency package. Okay, I'll do the math. That lasts 5 months. If you're going through $5 billion a month and you get $25 billion, that's 5-month bailout. That's not going to turn around in 5 months.
Now, Mitt Romney wrote an excellent op-ed piece in the New York Times today, and given his father is considered one of the greatest...
What did he write?
He basically said you need to let Detroit go bankrupt in order to save the auto industry.
Now, when he says bankrupt, he means reorganize.
They said
because according to GM, they said reorganization's not going to do them any good under the guise of if we go bankrupt, we restructure, nobody's going to buy cars from us because they're not going to trust us.
Right. He says the government needs to go in, said it's a supervised, controlled Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The government, instead of worrying about loaning them money, say government will back the warranties on all the vehicles you sell as you emerge, and then the government will offer loans when you come out of bankruptcy. Said you've got to get rid of these contracts, you've got to renegotiate, you've got to do everything. And I think for someone with his background, his father took AMC from bankruptcy back to a successful company again. That has a lot of weight to me.
Okay. And in essence, that makes sense itself. Because now you know what their restructured financial plan is because they've had to go through bankruptcy and file everything. Mm-hmm. As opposed to just giving them a bunch of cash and hoping they do better this time.
It all
slap them on the back, tell them to walk it off and go sell something.
And he also said the first thing you do, he goes, you cut the top level executives of all the companies, you bring in outsiders, because you sell the jets, you get rid of the corporate dining rooms, you get rid of the, bonuses.
I saw that in the news today.
That's the next story.
Okay, read that one down. Yeah. How the three big automakers got to Congress to ask for their money.
The CEOs of the big three automakers flew to the nation's capital yesterday in private, luxurious jets to make their case to Washington that the auto industry is running out of cash and needs $25 billion in taxpayer money.
The first thing you ask in that congressional hearing is, how'd you get here?
Well,
how'd you get here?
We already have a private jet.
How'd you get here?
It's a company jet. We already had it.
How'd you get here?
Well, the private jet. It's a G5. It's really nice. You come look at it.
Is it paid for?
Well, it's not really paid for. That's why we're here.
Not only would we like $25 billion, if you could take that note and square us with the bank on that jet. Right here. You just sign off on that.
I'm signing off on that.
Why you sign it? Just it's the pink slip. Sign that so we can keep the jet.
They're saying basically even a first class ticket would have been $600-700, and it cost about $20,000 to fly that jet.
Why would it be that much? I know fuel, I know the pilot, but if the jet's already owned by the company.
Well, it's probably not owned. It's probably it's called a leaseback situation. And
okay, well,
you also pay maintenance. There's maintenance. And it's just what a jet costs to run an hour. A G5 costs that, $5-6 grand to run in an hour, per hour.
Now, did these three guys go on the same jet?
No. I swear to God, I read this, and I thought...
You can't even carpool and go ask for cash?
No, silly.
Hey, y'all want to go together? And especially since you're probably...
That's almost...
You're in the same damn city.
That's just... That again, it was in the delivery. Hey, you guys want to go together? That way we can divvy this up.
They say the Ford CEO, we just heard from him, the corporate jet is a perk included for both he and his wife as part of his employment contract, along with $28 million salary.
If you're asking for $25 billion, you don't get no gut perks. Yes. Perks are gone. Perks are normally when you're doing well and you're showing a profit. You've shown no profit. You're asking for $25 billion. You came in your own personal jet. There'll be no more perks.
Nice jet.
Leave your wife with us. Sure. What's the rest of the story now?
While Rick Wagner of GM, while he testified his G4 private jet was parked at Dulles Airport, it's just one of a fleet of luxury jets owned by GM that continues to ferry executives around the world despite the financial dire straits. And Wagner's private jet trip to Washington cost his company an estimated $20,000 round trip. In comparison, seats on Northwest Airlines 2364 from Detroit to Washington were going online for $288 coach and $837 first class.
And Congress knew about this as they're sitting there in front of them.
Yes.
Asking for money.
Uh-huh.
How'd you get here?
I got here in my private.
I'll ask you again.
Ow!
How'd you get here?
And ow! G4, quit that.
Private aircraft?
Yes.
Sell it.
Yes. It's not mine to sell.
You sell that jet.
It's a perk.
I'm not giving you anything.
Ouch. I don't like you very much, mister.
Oh.
Ow.
Want some cash?
No, yes, I need cash.
All right.
We're in deep trouble.
How many jets do they have? Did it say for Ford, GM, or Chrysler?
For GM, they just said that they have a fleet. So, I mean, that's obviously got to be a lot.
Probably 10.
And I'm sure they're going to say they're all leased.
Yeah.
So we can't really liquidate that and help the company.
No, this story specifically said a fleet of private jets that GM owns.
So you can liquidate.
You could liquidate them if you own them, sure.
And he defended the CEO from Ford or GM, whomever. They defended themselves by saying, "Well, that's a perk.
It's in my contract. It's a perk that
it's something that the company affords me."
Right.
Sell it.
I'm not. That's not my sell.
That would actually be fantastic. It's like, okay, we'll give you $25 billion loan, and we're going to keep your plane where it is right now as collateral.
Here's the funny part.
All of you.
The guy from Ford, the CEO, actually lives in Seattle, not Detroit, so they also shuttle him home every weekend.
And that's $20,000 every time he goes home.
At least $20,000 going from Detroit to, yeah. This was just the trip to Washington.
Sell it.
I don't really know where all the paperwork is for that one. Can we keep just one of them? Because they're really nice.
No.
Ow! This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Can we have our cash and go? I left it running.
That's almost as bad as when during the Democratic primary when there's like 5 senators running, trying to get the Democratic nomination, and they're in somewhere for a debate. Then they have to hurry back to Washington for a crucial environmental bill vote.
Well, you had the same thing when the Academy Awards or whatever the event was. They went green.
That was this year.
And JD brought it up. You could see on the street shot all the freaking limos idling, waiting in line just to drop off the celebs to tell us that we need to cut back, not burn as many bulbs, and watch our fossil fuels.
Change over to fluorescence. By the way, there's literally you couldn't see the end of the line of limos.
And I'm supposed to put any credence into anything that comes out of Hollywood.
Well, that's a show. We have to have the cars.
You don't have to have a limo, and it's like Dan said. Hey, you guys want to go together?
God.
And even politicians, they said, so one of them asked, hey, do you want to carpool our plane? Because we all got private jets. We could just take one. No.
I like my private time. Yeah. I like to be able to think about my constituency.
Well, no, we have everybody has to go together in one jet.
Obviously not.
You know what? You'd think at least this one time you're going to Washington, how about you just make it look like you give a crap?
You know Northwest. What? If Congress knew, as soon as these CEOs walked in, if they knew they flew coach on American Southwest or anybody that flew there, immediately you're going to be closer to being on their side because you could show that we're already in the mindset of saving our company money. Spending $20,000 to come and ask me for $25 billion is really not going to set well with me. Sell it.
See how small of a piece of $20,000? That's all it costs.
That's $20,000 every time you get in it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this.
What?
You can sell it?
Ouch. I'm thinking about it. Sure is.
And the sad thing, this is nothing new. I mean, this goes back. There was a movie called Barbarians at the Gate about
with James Garner.
Yeah, and
cigarette companies, wasn't it?
Yeah, RJR, and he had their private plane haul their German Shepherd back and forth because the German Shepherd, if they were somewhere, it would get lonely. So just take them back, and the help could take care of them.
You've got the money, do it. But these people are going asking for cash. We're broke. We are broke. You know what? We had to have Dr. Thunder on the damn jet. Could we get it for Dr. Pepper? We're cutting back.
Well, here in Congress, we've also cut back. I no longer buy my knives.
Yes.
At Bass World, the pro shop. I get them offline from that
knife show.
What's his name?
Odell.
Yeah, I buy them from Odell.
That's good.
Own one?
No.
You gonna sell the jet?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm under a lot of pressure.
Yeah?
Can you give me the cash? Here's the deal. You give me the cash. When I get back, I'll tell them how mean you are.
I can't think in those terms. To go and ask for money for a bailout and paint a bleak picture of the entire auto industry, and you're flying around on a company-owned jet that's costing $20,000 every time you get your dog ass on it. Sell it.
And that's a short trip, really, just from Detroit to Washington.
I just think that they are just so out of touch and jaded in general that they just don't even consider it.
That's everything in a nutshell. Is everybody is just abjectly out of touch with everything that's going on, especially if you know that there's a safety net. The federal government is already looking at bailing everybody else out. All we got to do is go and stand in line.
I have to get there, and I have to get there at a certain time. Sometimes commercial jets are delayed.
Then you leave a couple of days early and you stay someplace.
I will stay. I will stay at the nice hotel.
You'll not.
I'll stay at the nice hotel.
You'll stay at the one where the light's on.
That place is not good. I'm not coming in coach and staying with the light on.
And what is a G5? Probably 50 million?
Yeah, something like that.
So if they have a fleet, you could probably raise, even a bad economy, 150, 200 million by selling your jets.
Sure. They get out of it. But again, this is the first time it's been brought to anyone's attention because they flew into Dulles in them.
Well, again, Trey's probably right. The Snock robbing guy, the article that he wrote, let them file for bankruptcy. Take a look at all the paperwork, see exactly how they're going to restructure, and then you decide, as a government, are we going to help with any of this? If you don't like any of the restructuring, you don't give them anything. And if they're going to file bankruptcy anyway, we just helped you speed up the process.
Well, that's what we found out from the banks. Obviously, we're going to have to give you detailed instructions. We want to see all the paperwork and tell you exactly how to spend that money versus here's some cash. Hope you do good.
Yeah, he talks about how his dad, Mitt Romney, when his dad took over AMC and was in bankruptcy. So the first thing he did, he cut the president's salary by like 70%. Said it was, too much. No stock options, no nothing.
No bonuses.
Went to the labor union. And
no jets, no perks.
No perks.
The CEO of Ford's making $28 million a year. Yeah, plus perks.
Oh, yeah, plus stock options, plus all that. He goes, go to the labor unions, make them invest in the company. Lower their pensions, lower their health, lower all that stuff, but give them stock options. Let them.
Stock options are just a bonus as far as encouragement goes. CBS, I got 50,000 share of stock options.
It's worth $6 a share.
It ain't worth that.
No, that's what CBS stock is worth. Oh, your share, your options.
My options on paper are worth $33 a share. Okay. It's got to go up to $34 before I get anything.
$34 beat $50,000.
It could happen. Shut up, Chloe. Helping. They could come around, make some good decisions. Oh, hell.
What you say?
You don't even believe you, do you?
No. We haven't.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the broadcasters didn't hop in line with everybody else. We're experiencing the same thing that everybody else is. The first thing that people cut back when the economy gets really tight is they cut off advertising.
Exactly. And we're in trouble now. We made a couple of bad decisions. But look at the banks. Oh, boy, they're really messed up.
So you've got nonstop handouts. Why not have everybody just hop in line? Everybody else is showing a loss at this point in time. Do them all, or don't.
I'm really surprised that the broadcasters haven't come forward. Except people are going to look at that and go, "That's entertainment. This is cars. This is business. This is important. You're entertainers. You can come and go."
Here's what's going to happen to CBS. Their price is getting dangerously low. Someone's going to come in and buy them.
Why?
I'm just talking about the company.
Why not just put on a nice jacket and a hat, come in and shoot me in the stomach?
Nothing will really change, but
I ain't gonna stand next to you.
I mean, you're talking about a stock that 5 years ago was in $30 a share. It's now dropped to $6. Someone's going to go, you know what? Probably I can buy that, and with some good decisions, I can get that stock back up.
They're going to come in. They're going to take a look at our financial structure. They're going to look at what they're paying me, and I'm going to be the first one out of here. Just get a nice jacket, come in and shoot me in the stomach.
They're going to look what you bring in and say, this is a valuable asset.
They don't think in terms like that. They think, let's start cutting the bottom line. We'll get somebody else in there that probably would work for $18 a day, and we'll be able to do something with that. Go get a gun, come shoot me in the stomach.
No. You'll be fine.
JD, start practicing the look on your face.
Okay, here it goes.
There, we're set to go. Come shoot me. Just shoot me. You ready to start news again?
Sure.
Here's your noise. Go ahead.
All righty. Al-Qaeda's number 2 leader is heard in a web posting Wednesday warning President-elect Barack Obama that a heavy legacy of failure and crimes awaits him. In the message purportedly from Ayman al-Zawahiri, the speaker criticized Obama's foreign policy positions on Afghanistan and Israel and ridiculed the president-elect's worldview, comparing him unfavorably to Malcolm X. The posting, an 11-minute, 23-second audio message in Arabic with subtitles in English, appeared on the web on Wednesday. The message said Obama represents the direct opposite of honorable black Americans like Malcolm X. The speaker also said Obama, former and current secretaries...
Are you pausing because you want JD to read part of this?
No.
Perhaps.
No.
My throat is scratchy.
I'm sick.
Read the rest of it, John.
I don't want to read any of it. Why would you do that? You know where the story ends up.
Oh, I have no clue.
Yes,
read it.
Oh.
Nobody say a freaking word.
Oh. All right, this is from CNN.com. I'm going to say that every 3 seconds. The speaker also said Obama, former and current Secretary of State Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice, and quote-unquote, your likes fit Malcolm X's description of house slaves. The English translation of the message uses the term house Negroes, Malcolm X's term for blacks who are subservient to whites. According to CNN.com.
Yeah, that was a good place to throw it in. Yeah, I certainly can't take that out.
God, why do you want me to read that?
It sounds better coming from you.
It doesn't sound better coming from me. I think it's unbelievable. The number 2 guy in Al-Qaeda would say that about our president. And the number 2 guy in Al-Qaeda really has had a pretty short lifespan recently.
They're emphasizing their stance that there's no respect for Obama, this country, or any type of power stance that we're going to take. That's why they're throwing that out.
Bye. Didn't we just kill the number 2 guy not too long ago and it's a new number 2?
No, this is the number 2 overall. Yeah, he's been there since day one.
Yeah. They didn't slip anybody else in on us?
Mm-mm. Not
like a Coy and Vance.
And the good question now is Osama bin Laden dead? Because everyone thought if he's still alive, he's going to pop up right after the election.
Yeah, that's a good time to do that.
I will now stick my head up out of the cave.
Look at that!
What could possibly happen? Lovely day, by the way.
Spring is coming. Why would they think just because Obama was elected, bin Laden would pop up?
It's been his, when Bush got reelected in 2004, he put out one when Bush got elected, and then they just figured in 2008, he always likes to make a statement after a presidential election.
All right, he could be gone.
If he is, do we really care? I mean...
Well, we would like to know. I really don't care about anything. The only reason I talk about anything that's going on currently is because I have to. I got to talk about something for 4 hours.
I understand that, but there's a lot of fun things to talk about.
If I could talk about cleavage, nipples, and clams for 4 hours, that's all this show would be nonstop. But I can't figure out how to stretch it out that long because I get excited and blow.
I never knew that about you.
And I don't know why. Where did the Hooters calendar? How long before we need to break?
About a minute.
Where did the Hooters calendar come from?
I DJ'd an event on.
Did it come from Hooters?
Come from Hooters.
All right, well then say that.
Yeah. Straight from Hooters.
Well, I know it came from Hooters. It's Hooters.
I DJ'd an event for the Calendar Girl signing last Friday. Hooters in Denton. And they.
Why you bring this to me? It ain't nothing but a calendar full of chicks that won't let me screw them.
They want.
Page after page. Look at that.
See,
Can't screw me. Can't screw me. None for you. None of that. Here's lots of cleavage and ass, but none of that for you.
I bet they know you.
Just because they know. There are a lot of people that are famous that they won't let them screw.
Have you bothered to look through that yet? Yeah, a lot of them signed it very personally. Actually, I think one girl even.
Hang on a second. Shut up. Thank you. There are a couple of breast wishes.
Yes.
Love the show, bottoms up.
There you go. Maybe
what?
Possible. She loves the show. Some people love stars.
Most of these chicks aren't even from Dallas. It's Georgia, Sarasota. This chick's from Dallas. Where's Taylor from Plano? Yeah, breast wishes. Yeah. Let's bring them up here.
You have a hot chick. We'll need these chicks.
What's the purpose to put these out?
So some people like to hang them up in shops and, look at hot women.
Here's another one. Russ, this one's from Nicole at the Addison Hooters. Bottoms up. Look at my cleavage.
Well?
Look at my 20-year-old ass.
Yes.
You're 50. None.
That was in the delivery office.
Thank you. Now, what are you trying to throw out earlier?
I was trying to tell you that there's some girl that left her phone number in there.
No, I've had that happen at Hooters before. I was hitting on some chick. This was during one of the remote broadcasts when I was at the Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's my phone number.
Okay.
So I call it the next day. I don't need my freaking carpets cleaned.
That's a good one.
I was wound up for the next 24 hours. All right, I'm going to call her on the way. I'll wait.
Yeah, don't look pathetic. Call her tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's what I need is 3 rooms cleaned for free.
Get your best DJ voice on.
Well, which
There one more? I think that one's it.
Let's see. Russ, listen to you every single day. Love the show. Give Gavin hell. P.S. We missed you. Where'd I go?
No, well, they wanted you to come out to the Hooters signing.
This one is Kaylin. Which one's Kaylin? Is that right?
I believe it's the girl on the left there, I believe.
That says Lindsay.
It should be on the page somewhere.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, God. Yeah, let me see her.
No.
Let me see. I'm not going to take her from you. Let me see.
There's one here laying on her back on the beach.
Is that the blonde?
The one here laying on the back with the teeth.
I guess.
They were all hot, but the blonde was just, she was...
And here's a number.
Okay, there's the phone number. Call it.
Yeah, CBS Radio, this is Meredith.
Yeah, man.
It's funny anyway.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, Daniel, go ahead.
All right, this look at traffic is brought to us by Don Davis Auto. In Irving, 183 westbound at MacArthur Boulevard, you have a crash which has the two right lanes blocked. The backup is all the way back to Regal Row. In Dallas, I-30 eastbound, before you get to Jim Miller, you have an accident on the right shoulder. That backup is to Dolphin Road. Also in Dallas, 35 northbound at Ewing Avenue, you have a disabled vehicle in the right center lane. So everyone's having to maneuver around that. That has traffic backed up to Zang. And in Grapevine, 635 westbound at Highway 121, you have an accident blocking the center lane. And then the big problem going on right now up in Plano, 75 in both directions between Plano Parkway and the Bush Turnpike. You have an accident. You have 3 lanes blocked in the HOV and the 2 left lanes. And then the northbound is slow from Arapahoe, and then southbound is heavy from Park Boulevard. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
It's Dan, all right. Going to be cool again tonight. 44 for the overnight low. 60 tomorrow, which is considerably cooler than we have currently. It's 76 at Live 105.3.
Dan, you got a hold of Detective Lavelle?
Yes, I did. Alfie's got the number.
How'd he sound?
Actually, great.
He's 88.
Yeah.
How long did you talk to him?
I'd say about 5-7 minutes.
Still had clear recollections of walking Oswald down the hall and Ruby.
Yeah, absolutely. And even some of the stuff that I'd talked to him about, years since, that I thought, he's just, obviously it's just an interesting perspective, and he's just an intriguing person to talk to, so closely tied to all this stuff.
Yeah, he was in the middle of all of that. Anybody else we've talked to in the past, Jerry Haynes.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Peppermint at the time. Mm-hmm. He was also a reporter for Channel 8. We talked to him, but all he saw was just the confusion on the grassy knoll right in front of the school book depository.
Yeah, this guy was in the middle of all of it and apparently got called away, according to the story on Channel 11. He got called away to the Officer Tippit shooting as they were investigating the JFK shooting.
Yeah.
So he did both.
Well, actually, I don't think at the time, from what I've read in the past, he knew when he was talking to Oswald that he was the actual gunman in the Kennedy assassination.
I didn't know that.
His whole goal was just to interrogate Oswald on the shooting of Dallas Officer Tippit.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
In fact, I found the audio, the police call. This is after Oswald had flown, and Officer Tippit found him someplace, I think in Oak Cliff.
They did.
And I'm not sure, but I think this is a civilian using the police radio inside the car.
Attention all squads. The suspect...
Now, this is right after Kennedy was assassinated.
Okay, this is the police call?
Yeah.
In the shooting at Elm in Houston is reported to be an unknown white male, approximately 30, slender build, height 5 feet 10 inches,
weighed 165 pounds, reported to be armed with what is thought to be a .30 caliber rifle. No further description at this time or information. 1245 KKB 36.
No, 1245. Here's the actual call after somebody found Officer Tippett shot.
Hello, police operator. Go ahead. Go ahead. It says news news. Hello, we've had a shooting out here. Where is it at? It says news and police radio. What location are you on? Between Marsalis and Buckley. It's a police officer. Somebody shot him. What's it? 10th Street. 78. It's in a police car. Number 10. Number 10. 78. 78. Hello, police operator. Did you get that? Police officer, 510 East Jefferson. Thank you. The Citizen News and Police Radio will remain off the radio now.
Wow, I never heard that. Never heard that audio. That gives me chills.
Yeah, and I've never really looked into it. It's just one of those, you're born here. It's just part of the history, and you never really investigated. The only thing for me, since I was only 2 when Kennedy was assassinated, was just the conspiracy that followed it. It's still, even today, even though ABC did a story 2 or 3 years ago, broke it down with graphics, computer technology, on how, Oswald could have pulled all this off on his own.
Single bullet theory actually does work when the placing of the people in the car and the way things happened, yeah. But didn't they find, well, whatever.
Are you talking about the magical bullet?
Yeah, and didn't they find a pristine bullet laying in the
on a gurney?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know how that came into play or how that was ever explained away.
I know Governor Conley, when he died, he had given his family explicit instructions because they wanted to go in and get that bullet out of his wrist, and he would not allow it.
Why?
Good question.
Did you get him, Alfie?
I'm still trying to get a hold of. I haven't gotten an answer yet.
Oh, all right. Dan, you going to do news while Alfie's hunting them down?
Sure.
What?
Oh, I'm just pissed at my computer.
You locked up?
I'm getting there. I'm about to punch through it.
All right, 5:13. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. This holiday season, it's still shoes off and liquids out at airport security, but changes may be on the way to part of this routine, and agents will be watching much more than the contents of your carry-on. In the coming months, the government expects to revisit its rule for the amount of liquids that may be brought aboard planes while boosting the number of behavior detection officers deployed at checkpoints across the country. More than 2,000 are already on the job. And
hold on. Is that him? What?
Detective Jim Lavelle.
Okay. Detective Lavelle?
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good, thank you.
How did you initially get handcuffed to Oswald? I'd like to start there because my first preference would be, no, I'd rather not.
Well, Oswald was actually my prisoner because he was the suspect in the murder of the police officer, which I was assigned that case.
That was Officer Tippett.
Yes, So he was actually my prisoner, belonged to me, but he's also was the suspect in the presidential assassination as well.
At the time when you responded to Officer Tippett's shooting, and you guys, where'd you catch Oswald? Was it the theater, or am I confusing assassinations?
No, Oswald was arrested for the murder of the police officer, not for the assassination.
No, I got it. Where was it you guys initially called?
In the theater where he was arrested.
Okay, I got that. Now, at that time, did you know that he was a suspect in the Kennedy assassination, or you were just solely there on Officer Tippett?
I was, no, I didn't. When he was arrested purely for the murder of Officer J.D. Tippett, and the fact came out later that he was working at the school book depository and become a suspect in the assassination.
Now, did you actually get a chance, before he was shot, did you get a chance to question him on the Officer Tippett shooting?
I talked with him just a few minutes after, I'd say about 30 minutes after he was arrested in the theater. And I talked to him for some 15 minutes or so about the murder of Officer Tippett, which he denied.
And the captain and the other officers that had been searching the book depository came in, and they had found the rifle and all of that, and he had the manager at the book depository have a head count on his employees, and I was the only one missing. So the captain wanted to talk to him, and consequently, as he arrived and asked to send people out, excuse me, and
nice going, Dan.
Started to send people out. Well, somebody told him that the man I was talking to had a similar name. So he came in and asked me what his name was, and I told him, and he asked Oswald where he worked, and he said, book depository. So Cap said, well, you're the man I want to talk to. So that was the first inkling that I had that he was going to be a suspect in the presidential murder.
Now, up until the time that Jack Ruby shot Oswald, do you have any other conversations with him on the record, off the record? Did he ever admit to either of the shootings?
He never admitted shooting anybody. In fact, when I asked him about the shooting of the officer, I'd worked 2 other officers' murders, and they usually tell me I didn't shoot the officer, I didn't shoot the cop. But in his case, he told me I didn't shoot anybody. And I figured out later on that he knew that we was going to put this other one on him sooner or later, and he was getting his licks in early.
All right, just making a blanket statement, because I know you guys are going to ask me about this other one later. Here's my answer. I didn't shoot anybody.
Exactly. That's the way I figured out.
Did he have any excuse for being... did Officer Tippett get shot in Oak Cliff?
Yes, he was shot over on 10th near Patton Street.
Did Oswald have any reasoning for being in Oak Cliff, being at the theater, not being at work at the school book depository?
None, other than he wanted to get out from under the heat that he was about to take after he shot the president.
Well, that would be a reason to go see a movie, but at that point, nobody really knew that he was the initial suspect.
Nobody did, not even the people in the school book depository.
Now, after, I think the conspiracy theories started almost immediately. Did you just look at all of that, step back, and just pass it off as just being absurd?
Well, to set you straight on that, the captain and I got together on Friday afternoon after these 2 instances were tied together, and he told me, he said, we are going to have to work this on a notion that it might be other people involved, so we'll have to work it as a conspiracy until we know better. So we worked it for many months there as a conspiracy.
Well, and that really had nothing to do with the grassy knoll or other people being spotted. That would be normal police SOP, is you don't just assume one guy had a part in this.
Well, that's the one thing that we wanted to determine was if he did have a partner or anything. And that's what we worked on, which we were never able to establish. And we did build, but all of us together built a good enough case on him that we could have proved beyond a reasonable doubt that there wasn't any other one had we gone to trial. But see, we never did get to go to trial on him.
How do you think Jack Ruby actually got into the basement of the jail?
I know exactly how he got in there.
Oh, I asked a good question.
He was down at the Western Union office sending a MoneyGram to one of his girls in Fort Worth, and because I transferred him the next day, but I didn't tell the news people about it, and I didn't handcuff myself to him either. But
yeah, you'd had enough of that the day before.
Right. So, when I transferred him the next day, I asked him how he got in there, and he told me that after he sent the MoneyGram to his girl, he looked up the street there to the entrance ramp to the basement, and there was only one officer guarding it because there wasn't nobody over there. On that exit side, there's probably 100 people out there waiting for us to come out. And we had a lot of officers over there. We only had one officer on this, and that's one of our other mistakes that we made that weekend, which we made several. But he walked up there to see. He said, I thought I'd go up there and look down the ramp and see what I could see. He said, I knew they wouldn't let me in. But as he walked up there was a MARC squad car came out driven by Lieutenant Rio Pierce, and he had a sergeant with him. And the officer standing guard there turned his back and walked out into the middle of the street to hold up traffic so that that's the wrong way out, coming out the wrong way.
Right. So Ruby just slipped in.
And he walked out in the street to hold up traffic so he could make a left turn. And Ruby said, I just walked behind the car and walked down and mixed with the people. So he had his back turned for 4 or 5 seconds there, and that's all it took. And I know that he's telling me the truth, because when he told me Lieutenant Pierce was driving the car, I started asking my officers down in the basement who drove that car out, and none of them could tell me who drove it out until I got to the captain, and he said, yes, I sent Rio Pierce out with it.
Now, when you transported Jack Ruby, he throw out his reasoning behind shooting Oswald? I've seen the movies and all the other stuff, and you can't really decide what it was Ruby actually said, because the things I've seen in the movies and what I've read was he was a staunch American, very patriotic, and to assassinate the president was something that really needed to be punished by death.
Well, I guess many people had a different reason for it.
Or he could have been a nut.
When I transferred him, I asked him why, and he said, I just wanted to be a hero. And it looks like I messed things up. So that was before the lawyers and everything got to him and all that other. Then he come up with a bunch of other alibis. So he told me the truth.
Now, after that picture that we've all seen, Oswald's getting it right in the gut, and you have that surprise look. By the way, what kind of suit was that you were wearing?
Well, it was a tan Neiman Marcus suit, and it was the only good suit I had. So,
and you knew
back in those days, we didn't. Us working officers didn't have enough money to buy real good suits. And if you must know on that, a friend of mine outgrew it, and he offered it to me, so that's how I happened to have it.
So after that initial picture of you there with Oswald, of all the still photos they could have shown, it's you with that surprise look. They couldn't have shown you wrestling Oswald and Ruby to the ground. It's got to be that one instant. Yeah. After that was
that shot, that particular picture you're talking about, was taken just at the exact moment that the bullet entered Oswald. And you can see the agony on his face as well.
Now, from where you were standing, which was right next to him, personally, me, I've been looking for the keys for the damn handcuffs to try and get him off of me. Could you tell, was that a groan from Oswald, or did he actually scream out why?
No, he just had a groan when he went down and lapsed into unconsciousness immediately and never did regain consciousness. And I rode with him out to the hospital and in the operating room and was right by him till they pronounced him dead at 1:07 p.m. that day.
Was there a big recognition factor with you after that picture was published?
Well, yes. For a long time, I couldn't walk down the street without people recognize me, so I finally quit wearing my hat, and that made a difference. I could walk around without people saying anything to me. And the first day I decided to put it on after a couple of 3 weeks and wear it back. I didn't even get out of the parking lot till the attendant said, "Oh, I know who you are," and it started all over again.
So you get rid of the suit?
No, the suit's on display down at. I've got it on loan to the 6th floor museum, and they have it on display down there.
So you just gave up altogether wearing it? I've had enough of this.
Well, yes, I kept wearing hats. I never did change hats. I'd wore hats for several years, so I still got them.
You still, and what about the joke you made with Oswald right before you guys walked down the hall about, I hope you don't get...
It wasn't no joke with me. I was serious about it.
I'm handcuffed to your ass. I hope if anybody shoots you, they're a damn good shot.
Yeah, that's right. I hope they was as good a shot as he was. And I meant that. And, of course, he said, well, nobody's going to shoot me, and of course, there's a lot of people that said, well, the famous last words, so.
Now, in the picture, and it's just between us, it kind of looks like you're pushing Oswald forward up into Ruby's gun.
I've been accused of that, yeah, I've been accused of that.
Do you stay in contact with any of the survivors, any of the other officers? I think Dan said that you still talk to somebody in Oswald's family.
Oh, yes, I'm friend with Robert Oswald, his brother, and he and his wife. I call them friends. And you see, you can't condemn a whole family just because you have one bad apple in it. If you did, you'd have a lot of people in this city and the state and everywhere else condemned.
Yeah, my family said that before.
Yeah, well, that's how I suspected that. But I like Robert, and in fact, I've been up to Wichita Falls and had lunch with him and so forth, and I saw him down here not long ago. We called each other from time to time, and he'll tell you right today, if you were to ask him, that Lee done the shooting, and he done it by himself, and he didn't have any help. And if you'd ask him why he knows it, he said, I know my brother. And fact of the business, on Friday afternoon, he came to the jail to see his brother, and Lee, he looking real strong, I guess, into Lee's eyes, and Lee told him, says, brother, you're not going to see anything there. There's nothing there to see. But Robert told me, said, I could see it in his eyes then. I could see that he was guilty.
Let me ask you this, and we'll let you go, because Alfie told me you're getting over a cold. Did they ever convict, I don't know if they went ahead and had the trial without Oswald, on Officer Tippett's shooting?
We never did get to try him, because now you asked the same question that a high school student asked me, why we didn't go ahead and try him. I said, well, after he's already dead, it wouldn't make much use to try him. So you can't try a dead man. Now,
so you had to get a shot right there at the end with me, didn't you?
Well, I was speaking to an auditorium full of girls and boys down in San Antonio one time, about 300 of them. And in the question and answer, she asked me, when I said, well, we had enough evidence to convict Oswald if we'd ever got to go to trial. So she said, well, if you had all that evidence, why didn't you go ahead and try him? And I said, well, since he was already dead, we didn't think there's much else we could do to him, so we just decided not to try him. I was told by the teachers the next day that poor girl really took ribbing all about that question.
Well, guess what's going to happen here after you hang up? All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir, for the visit. We appreciate your time.
All right, sir. You bet.
Thank you, Detective LaBelle. All right. That's the first inside information I've ever heard from anybody.
That old man schooled you.
Oh, screw you. Hey, I had a teenager ask me that same question. What are you, stupid?
Of course you were stupid then and stupid now.
People ask me that question for the past 50 years. Why don't you work on new routines?
You would never know that's an 88-year-old man.
No kidding. He's sharp.
But his voice just doesn't...
No.
I mean, it sounds like you could be listening to one of the recordings.
Tapes back from the 60s. Mm-hmm. I want to ask him about if they slapped Oswald or Ruby around. But
they slapped Oswald around. There's pictures of him.
You don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I think probably bruised eyes and cut noses. He didn't slip on a banana peel.
Yeah, there were no helicopters back then. No Fox 4.
No, sure, they developed a helicopter right about now.
Yeah, they didn't need a tent. Detective LaBelle just hold up his hat over his head.
Sky 4.
Well, you don't know what kind of resistance Oswald put up when they picked him up at the theater.
I'm sure they claimed a lot.
Yeah. Man, that little man was coming. I go in there to arrest him and come at me like a flying capuchin monkey. Took us almost 20 minutes to beat him. There's
other witnesses says he got up and peacefully and walked up to you.
To me?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what everybody says.
You ever have a monkey come at you? Little hand going like this? These things is wild. They're low to the ground and they're fast.
There's people that said he just stood up and walked
He's like
over.
one of them little space invaders going back and forth. It took us 20 minutes of beating to subdue him. We didn't have no tasers or pepper spray or nothing. We had the government-issued fists.
Yes. Especially...
What?
Oh, back in that day, I mean, you know what they'd like to do it now. Back in that day, they think you killed a cop. Oh, I imagine they took turns just...
Yeah. Will you spell me for a minute? I'm getting winded.
I'm going to sit down and watch the rest of this movie. I've seen part of this, so when we get to that, I'll commence a beating on him.
You got some good popcorn. You saw pictures of his face. He got...
I don't remember the pictures of... You talking about Oswald's mugshot?
Oswald, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I remember that. Oswald contended that they beat him.
Yeah. He can get that at the concession stand there at the movie theater. They beat his ass.
Oh, and had they known that was also the suspect in killing Kennedy?
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd have left that theater.
Oh, this is a double feature. How we doing, Club?
Breaking two.
All right.
That was very interesting. That was just...
I know it was long and drawn out, but it was still information I'd never heard, and I didn't even know Detective Lavelle was still alive.
Honestly, that's one of those things that never crosses your mind because you just assume.
All you remember is just the picture of him and Oswald and the other detective and Ruby in the shot. Oswald getting in the gut and Detective Lavelle having that.
What a spooky moment, too. I hope nobody shoots us. Or if they do, they're as good a shot as you are. Ain't got nobody going to shoot me.
I got to get the damn handcuffs on. Where's which pocket? God.
They're moving.
God. Just get him off me.
Get him off me.
Nobody likes him. You want to handcuff me, the man that killed the president? What did I do?
I'm in my good suit.
I chose poorly. All right. What is line one, Alfie?
He's talking about what happened when they tried to arrest him in the Texas theater.
Oswald?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know what happened.
Yes, Blaine.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just a little quick information. I thought it would come out with the interview, but when the officers approached Oswald, he actually pulled the pistol and attempted to pull the trigger, and the officer grabbed the gun, and the hammer fell on between the skin on the officer's thumb and forefinger, and that's why the gun didn't go off. So that's why he was a little scraped up when they got him. So,
well, then you take the weapon away from him. You take him into custody.
Yeah.
I think they did. There's just different ways to do that.
He's slippery.
It's not slippery.
Explain. He'd gone in there and butted himself.
No, I don't believe he had, actually. No.
And that's really one of those cool...
And you know what? Blaine's right, because I remember reading in one of the police reports that they talked about, they were telling Oswald, they asked, did you shoot the police officer? He said, no. We're going to take this gun, and we can run ballistics and find out if you did or not. So, yeah, obviously Oswald had the gun with him when they picked him up.
Okay. Then what if they didn't convict Oswald?
You're a pee hole. Break here? Thanks.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
It's an open case until you have a trial with Officer Tippett.
Yeah. You asked him why they didn't...
I know what I asked him. I didn't say why didn't they. I just said, was there ever a trial or any closure with the Dallas officer that was shot by Oswald?
There was certainly closure. We have the audio of the closure.
I had some little retarded girl one time asked me that same thing. All you radio people on dope? I was just curious if there was any disposition to that case. You had a Dallas officer that was shot, even though that Oswald was killed. Doesn't necessarily mean that Oswald did it.
I'm aware.
Well, yeah, it does. He said, we got plenty of it. You stupid. You got any more stupid questions, radio feller? Why don't you ask me what cats eat? I seem to be on a roll. Ask me what time is it? Ask me, is it spring forward, fall back? Ask me if I sit to pee. I tell you what, why don't you ask me if I think you're stupid?
It's a great interview. We had an email right in the middle of it, several of them saying, keep this guy on. This is great. This is close to that kind of history as I've ever come.
And that was a completely surreal moment for me because, you know, obviously I wasn't alive during the assassination, but growing up, in the 80s is when, at least that I remember, I've watched all those documentaries on the assassination, whether it's conspiracy or all of that stuff, and always seeing that photo. And it's just weird to call the guy at home that you recognize so well. I mean, like, hey, man.
Was he immediately open, Detective Lavelle, to coming on?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really weird when I called him, because you don't expect someone like that to be, you know,
Well, he's almost 90.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listed.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be, but no, he answered.
What are you going to ask me? You going to ask me stupid questions? I've been answering stupid questions since 1963. Is he going to ask me what cats eat?
Yes, sir, that may happen. Just roll with it. Call him stupid and he'll giggle.
Why don't you ask me, did we beat Oswald when he caught him at the theater?
We don't have to. We got pictures. We know you beat him.
Well, yeah, we beat him. Put red freckles on him and a red wig, and we beat him for half hour.
He actually picked up on the first ring. He's like, you just sitting right there, like, hello.
Okay.
It's just surreal. You wouldn't expect him to be listed and then just sitting right next to the phone. It's like, okay, I'm talking to this man.
How long is this going to take? I'm right in the middle of Guitar Hero.
Funny you mention that. He did actually ask. He's like, well, about how long do you think it'll be? I was like, 10 minutes probably. That's about it.
Did he say why?
No, he was just curious. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he was waiting for the, news to come on or something. I don't know.
All right. That was cool.
All right. Ready to finish?
I am, and I have some breaking news as well.
Go ahead.
Dallas Cowboys cornerback Adam Pac-Man Jones has been cleared to return to the team on Monday, this coming Monday, but he won't play in a game for another 2 weeks, this according to Jerry Jones. He confirmed that Pac-Man Jones' status during a news conference today in Arlington to announce the new Cowboys Stadium will be hosting the 2014 NCAA Men's Final Four. Pac-Man Jones, who will return to practice Monday, will be eligible to play on December 7th when the Cowboys play at Pittsburgh.
Let's see. Who was it that... I think it was me. Said that they would let him back.
You did. You did. You said they'd probably, they'd look really dicky if they didn't give him a shot after he went through rehab.
Well,
and apparently,
why send him through rehab if you had no intentions on letting him come back?
That may be an NFL thing, and it would have been, the NFL wants you to go through rehab to have any chance of playing anywhere, but the Cowboys are done with you.
Well, again, with the Cowboys, if the guy goes through rehab and makes some type of effort, and I'm going to guess he's not going to play for a couple of weeks because they want to see how much of it's stuck.
Sure. And you're going to have to go to meetings, and that's going to have to stick, and they'll probably want to test him from time to time.
Well, they really test you for alcohol.
If alcohol's his only issue, you really can't, other than, just spot testing, I guess, for any kind of. You also
spot checking his buddies.
You get somebody.
Pac-Man beat you up.
You get somebody to watch him.
No, just during the games, he's over there getting the field sobriety test on the sideline.
Well, you know what? Let him drink on the field.
No, I agree with that.
At least you can keep tabs on him, and that's going to create some type of mystery every time you've got Pac-Man coming up behind a wide receiver.
He's a recovering alcoholic. You don't let him drink just for the entertainment's sake.
You want to win?
Yeah, but
at a certain point in time, you're going to have to put things into perspective. He's probably going to drink on his own anyway, obviously in the privacy of his home. Why not have him in a place where everybody can keep tabs on him?
Because if he's serious about rehab and he really came through with flying colors, you need to stay away from old places that you hang out. Then he
can't hang out and play football.
Well, yes, he can. I mean, bars and clubs and being out till midnight, being out till 2 o'clock in the morning. You need to be home by a certain time. I know it's very childish, but if that's the case, if that's really what he's serious about, then he'll do that.
Okay.
Just like on game night. They go check into a hotel and there's lights out at a certain time. They don't let them go run willy-nilly all over town.
Okay.
You give me no crap today. You asked that old man why they didn't.
I didn't ask why. I said, did they? Was there a disposition to the Officer Tippett case?
There's a girl one time, think she had autism, asked me that same question.
She was spitting up, chewed up crackers. And couldn't even get the question all the way out. I knew what she wanted because she was stupid, like you. Is that your mama? Because that was about 40 years. Your mama asked me that same stupid question. Somebody can call me another 40 years and ask me again. Was there closure of Officer Tippett's trial? Yeah, that's what we do. We try dead people. Stupid. Don't you ever come to my house, get my yard.
Oh, he was great.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Okay. No, I've already talked about the TSA stuff, but NASA. Things didn't go quite according to plan for astronaut Heidi Stephenson Piper during her spacewalk outside.
Lost her purse, didn't she?
Yeah. Actually, kind of. Outside the International Space Station on Tuesday. First, the grease gun inside her tool bag leaked, coating everything inside with lubricant. Then while
There's another group of them that are stupid. Send somebody out to fix a spaceship with a grease gun and duct tape.
It gets better. So the grease gun leaked inside of her bag, coating everything in lubricant. So then, while she was trying to clean it up, in the absence of gravity, the whole bag just floated away. And then Steve Bowen, she and Steve Bowen were outside the space station on scheduled 6-hour spacewalk, the first of the Space Shuttle Endeavour to stay at the station.
It's not a spacewalk. That's a search mission.
The next one you do, Steve, would you look for my bag?
Now, let me ask. In her purse, did she lose the only grease gun and putty knife?
God, I hope not.
No. The other guy had everything. But this is what I didn't know, and I saw this today. Something like this happens, and evidently it happens more often, but it's minor stuff that doesn't make the news. You're pretty much kicked out of the astronaut corps.
If you drop something?
Mm-hmm.
Why? The grease gun leaked. The grease gun leaked in outer space.
So they're going to revoke her astronaut status when she gets back?
Well, it's not. They just say you never fly again.
You made us look stupid.
You're the one that made the grease gun that leaked in my purse.
You dropped it.
I didn't drop it till it leaked. I was cleaning your mess up.
We've had nothing but a pristine record till you come along. Lost your purse, outer space, on national television. Stupid.
Pristine record?
Yeah.
You want to talk about a couple of days in Texas?
I don't.
That was different.
So they got to take her out of the
well, they didn't take her out of
space program just because she lost one of their grease guns. Their grease guns.
Typically, you never
not just a grease gun, but they had a redundant grease gun that they shipped up there.
They said typically you never get to fly again because what if it was something critical?
But you had the redundant backup. You thought to bring 2 grease guns into outer space. 2 putty knives, 2 grease guns.
Sure.
That's us.
Everything has redundancy, just like the airlines.
Well, why wasn't that thing, that handbag, whatever it was, why wasn't that tethered to her if it was that important to fix the space station?
Typically everything is, and I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know if she had untethered it to clean it up or... Because obviously it's not supposed to go anywhere. It's supposed to stay with them.
Be with you.
Well, that sucks, too, because when that bag floats away, it's not like, there's no gravity, so it's just kind of just a nice, slow...
So I saw a crab at it.
It's so close. Maybe if I suck in, it'll come back to me.
Hope nobody's keeping tabs on this.
They surely got no cameras. Oh, hell.
Oh, God. All right, Dan.
Okay. Last year, 49-year-old Brian Hansen was working as a part-time janitor at Brighton High School in Salt Lake City, Utah, when 4 male students asked if he would buy them beer. Hansen agreed on one condition. The boys had to give him pictures of their genitalia. So the boys went online and found pictures of some man junk, which they traded to Hansen for beer. Earlier this year, the boys actually got caught smoking pot.
Is he going to go back and sue them?
Did he sue them?
For the kids? No, he was the one that propositioned them.
And bought them beer.
But they didn't give him real pictures.
He has pictures of little boys.
I don't know how old they were.
Well, it doesn't matter.
All I know was this was
they were too
fraudulent.
They were too young to be buying beer.
If they still took it?
You think that... Huh? Who's going to sue who?
The guy that gave him the beer. He asked for something. They didn't give it to him. They gave him fake ones. Stupid.
In September, Hansen pleaded guilty to providing a minor with harmful material, and last Friday, he was sentenced to 24 months probation, 90 days of home confinement, 100 hours of community service, and sex offender treatment.
They turned him loose after asking to see underage kids' privates.
Yeah, I can't imagine why he got such a light case. Really, 24 months probation. You got no time in jail at all, and you have to register as a sex offender.
Well, sex offenders are really notorious for being anal about keeping their records up to date.
Well, sure, right where I am at all times.
Probably got a light sentence because he didn't actually get pictures of underage kids' junk. He propositioned them, but he didn't actually get them.
Oh, when they went online and they got other junk. Again, I think he's got civil action.
No.
We can argue all day about whether homosexuals are born gay or if their sexuality is a choice, but unless you personally are gay, there's really no way to know for sure. With that in mind, a new survey asked a group of lesbians to discuss how they think they are gay, and here's what they found. 6% of lesbians think their sexuality is the result of an event in their life or something that happened in their childhood. 7% say they made a conscious choice to become a lesbian, and 3 in 5 lesbians say they were born gay. That leaves 27% who feel their sexuality is the result of some combination of nature, nurture, and choice.
It's all choice.
No, it's not. No. Why would you choose that knowing that's the hardest path there is?
If you're a chick, you look at another chick and you think, hey, that's hot.
Well,
I'd like to suckle that and I'd like to lick that because that's hot. I got that. Guys who turn gay have had enough of chicks, and that's why they've gone gay.
No. Why would you possibly make that as a choice? You know it's going to be hard on your family. It's going to be hard on your work career. It's going to be hard
Sometimes your lines are in fuego, and if you're a chick and you see another one... Who wouldn't want that?
That's when you experiment and you don't become
Plus, that's where the fascination comes from. From breast is the source of life and the suckling. Girls go through that just like little boys because everybody gets breastfed. Hell yeah.
I know. Most girls have experimented with it but didn't become gay. They get drunk and they use that the excuse to be bi one night or 2 or 3.
But that's something that you want to do. You don't experiment with it just to see if you like it. I'm not going to have some guy drop his balls on my chin just to see if I get some kind of thrill from it.
Exactly. So you're born that way. So you have to...
Now, I think some guys just get to the point, if I've had enough with chicks and having to explain things or having conversations that last 45 minutes, I'm going to hang out with a guy. The downside is I got to eat his junk.
I don't think so, because a lot of gay guys argue and think like chicks, and you're right back in the same situation, except you have balls on your chin.
Well, I wasn't privy to that gay guys.
Some of them. Not all.
How do you know?
It's just what I've heard. I don't know. Actually, I've never been around very many gay guys. Jagger's the first guy that I really have known that's openly gay that I know on a regular basis.
Have you talked to him about this?
No.
So where do you come up with your theories?
You just hear guys on television and interview programs that say,
Those are stereotypes.
Well,
all gay guys aren't effeminate.
No, not all of them, certainly. But
there has to be some driving force to want a ball sack on your face, and it's got to be more than just that's the sexual part that I want.
They're born that way.
And you get that from where?
I've worked with gay men in real estate. I've had gay clients. I had one, he's a doctor, but he told me, he goes, if you think I chose to live this lifestyle because it's fun, he goes, it's not. He goes, I'm a doctor. I'm well respected in my profession. Mm-hmm. But he goes, socially, we're just about the lowest rung on the totem pole.
That stigma's not there anymore.
Oh, it still is.
I don't have any issues if you see a couple of guys sitting together in public. I don't want to see any acts between the two, and I don't want to see any lip and tea action. I don't think obviously the stigma is not still there, because you've got companies like CBS that will take Jagger and his love buddy, and both of them can be covered under the same insurance policy.
Well, a lot of corporations are like that just to keep good employees. But honestly,
I don't care if it's born or not. I'm telling you, they're going to be instances that push you in one direction or another. You're a hot chick, you see another one, she's okay with you licking things. I'm going to lick that thing.
Of course, that makes sense.
And if some guys have had enough of chicks and all the grief that comes along with them, finally, after a while, you go, you know what? Maybe a pole ain't that bad.
I think grief comes with anybody, any kind of relationship. 2 guys, 2 girls, whatever it is. A normal relationship.
I've never had an argument with a guy like I've had with a chick. Guys will stand there and go, okay, yeah, you know what? I blew that one. Sorry.
You're not
chicks will take 45 minutes to an ad. I don't know why 45 minutes seems to be their timeline, but they'll go that long and then finally stop and go, all right, that's not what I meant. I know I said it, but that's not what I meant. That's what I've asked you for the last hour or so.
If you'd shut up long enough, you would have heard me. You would have known what I meant.
I tried to ask you in I don't know how many different situations.
You never listen, though. Why talk to you? You never
I
listen.
can hear you right now, and I've asked you. Did you say that?
You're not listening.
Did you say that?
Once again, you don't listen. Why do I even talk? Why do I spend the time with you?
I can't wait to suck my first.
And the only reason I can play that part is I've been there so many times. You don't listen.
And
I listen. When I ask a question, that quiet part right after the question, that's when I'm listening.
I didn't know that. I don't have a script.
You don't need a script. I'll ask you, and I'll stop.
I'll play the chick for a while.
That's when
I've seen enough of this.
That's when you jump in. I say, how do you feel about this? And then when I'm quiet...
I don't like it when you talk loud at me.
I'm not talking loud.
You're talking loud. I know the difference between loud and screaming, and you've been screaming at me.
That's not
and
screaming.
That doesn't open up lines to communication. I have tried to explain my point of view.
I'm not screaming. I'm excited because I'm passionate about this, and I want to fix this.
I don't understand.
I'll kill you!
Rude.
I was kidding, honey.
I don't want to talk now.
Oh, my God. You didn't want to talk before. You don't listen.
Or, how do you feel about this? If you had been listening to me, you would know how I feel about this.
You playing the chick now?
Yeah, that's what I've answered. I've got. It's like,
turn left to my mic.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
And I don't get why there can't be some book for chicks to learn how to talk to us instead of the reverse. All that self-help, all the manuals, all the authors, it's how men need to talk to women. We already know how to communicate. Really, when we ask something or we tell you, hey, I don't like that, or I got to go take a grunt, that's really what our intent is. There's no mystery. There's no magic. I don't stand there and go, hey, I got to go take a grunt, and I want you to ask me why.
I wonder what he's really thinking right now. I'm thinking I got a grunt. That's not it. There's something deeper. Everything's got
I've been headed to the bathroom before, and Amy would be between me and the bathroom, and she'd want to hug when I got to go grunt. When you don't want to hug me, I want to hug you. I'll hug you a lot if you'll just let me go grunt. I just got to grunt. I got to grunt bad, and it's one of those grunts that won't wait on me.
Fine. You don't want to be with me. I knew it.
I want to be with you, and I want to hug you, but I got to really go grunt. I don't have the same communication skills with my ass that I do with you. If you'll just let me go grunt, then I'll come back. If you want to watch me grunt just to prove that I got to go grunt, then you can watch me grunt. But in the meantime, I got to go grunt.
Grunt's more important than me, I think.
No, grunt's not more important. Right now, yes, it is. Well, I tell you what, you tell me whatever it is you want me to know, and I'm going to take a on the floor.
And I suppose I'll have to clean that up like I always do after you.
I'm the one that wanted to do it in the commode.
And I have to clean the commodes up, too. That's another issue. Stay focused. Thank you.
Don't want to take one of those, Alfie? On hold.
Line one.
All right. Yes, John.
Hey, Russ. I listen to your show every day, and I am gay, 33 years old, been gay since I was 12. There's no way in God's green earth in the job that I do, a computer programmer for a drilling company, that I can come and let anyone know that I'm gay if I plan on living through the end of that day.
I really thought we had gotten past the stigma or any stereotypes of being gay. Yeah, that's a choice you want to make. That doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect the economy. It doesn't. I understand that, but why would there be any hate crimes or just any people with untoward thoughts?
Animosity at all.
Well,
if you're gay,
how come they want to kill people? Want to kill black people? I mean, it's stupidity.
Oh, somebody better say something.
It is absolutely ridiculous. But we think, because we live in this little bubble, that everybody has moved beyond this. Unfortunately, they just haven't. There's still KKK people around, and there's still people that hate gays. And I don't understand it at all because I don't live in that world.
Again, if it affected me directly, then maybe as a thanks. What does it say you? What'd you say you do?
I'm a computer programmer in the drilling industry.
No, that's too easy.
Don't.
If it affected me, the economy, somehow my lifestyle, then I might have animosity towards someone different than me. But it doesn't. I don't care. There's no consequence.
I don't care if you live next door to me.
You're having to go through enough with your life. If you got to, I'll try it again. You got to go through enough in life. If you got to suck to be happy.
Well, and that's what he just said. He goes, it's very hard. I did not make this choice, and it makes my life a living hell every single day. Because he can't take his partner or whatever to parties, to station to other events.
Well, I don't think he was talking about whether it was a choice or not. He just said, I can't tell anybody. Because he said he was gay since he was 12. All right, something happened at 12.
He said he also would never choose this because it's very hard. I would not choose it.
Well, then why would you say I've been gay since birth as opposed to 12?
Well, he's pointing out that he was 12 years old when he finally realized it.
Like went through puberty and all of a sudden goes, I like...
say it!
No.
Oh, the hell you won't.
We finish our sentences around here, mister.
Yeah. You got a sentence left on your plate. You finish that one. Oh, wait a minute, Chloe. Say it.
No. God, I can't believe I stopped myself.
Neither could we.
Russ Martin Show.
No Cuervo, no margarita. Just ain't enough good burger.
No disclaimer necessary here. Number one. Here it is. The Russ Martin Show.
Bring it.
What? We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
I'm not a black man. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
Okay, Dan, go ahead.
Okay, this last check of traffic is brought to us by Chicken Express. Right now in Dallas, 183 eastbound between Regal Row and 35. You have heavy traffic due to the crash on 35 southbound at Commerce. Also, speaking of 35 in Dallas, 35 northbound at Marsalis, the two left lanes are closed due to a crash. Backup is down to Illinois. Over in North Richland Hills, 820 westbound before Holiday Lane, you have a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder, and that's just making the rush hour delays worse coming off of 183. And also up in Little Elm, a major problem, 380 westbound after FM 423. You have an accident blocking two lanes. Traffic is getting by on the shoulder, and that has about a mile backup right now. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Dan, all right, clear 44 for the low tonight, but enjoy that because by the weekend we'll be into the 30s for the lows. At 60 should be the high tomorrow. At 68 now, live 105.3.
Which line, Alfie? 7? Yes, Stephanie.
Hey, I was just, I had a comment about the men and women communicating thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Women want to know how to communicate with men, but guys don't want to talk about that because it's boring. So we ask other women, especially single women, because they have time to talk about that stuff. So we're clueless. It's a vicious cycle.
Why would they not know how to talk to us? You'll ask a question. You leave, it's like JD said, you leave a gap for the answer. That's where your fill in the blank comes from. And that's the way that you continue on with communication. It's the trying to read things into our question. That's where the breakdown comes from.
Yeah, because that's how women communicate with each other. But if you, like on your show, just gave out some tips so that we wouldn't be so clueless, that would help out a lot.
Stop pissing me off. Just, and don't analyze. If you get a question that's posed to you, take it. There's your big tip. Take everything that we say at face value. There's nothing behind it. There's nothing that's leading up to it. We're not setting you up for something. If we ask you, hey, can you move so I can go grunt? That's my driving force.
Well, you know what? Thank you. And, I just saw all single women out there quit misleading other single women.
Thank you.
What's your biggest problem? You're asking another chick. Why would you ask that person?
How do we talk to guys? You're really going to need to ask somebody with balls for that.
and the worst thing is when a woman actually asks a man, it's like, well, how can we improve our communication? Believe me when I tell you something. Like you said, Russ, it's face value. Take it for what it is. Don't read anything into it, because then you just get us into a deeper mess.
Yeah, if I say I'm tired, it just means I'm tired. It doesn't mean I'm tired of you. I'm just tired.
So why did you say that? Why did you say you're tired of me?
I'm not. I'm just tired.
Why'd you have to throw out that you're tired of me?
Because you read too much into things.
Are you tired of me?
No.
You still love me?
Yes.
Fine. What is line 2?
She doesn't believe that being gay is a choice.
Oh, I don't think it's a choice either. It's just that's an easy play. You got a hot chick that looks at another hot chick. How could you not appreciate that?
Well, of course you're going to appreciate it. Doesn't mean you want to live.
And the biggest thing that tells me that it's not a choice is there's no way that a man would look at somebody else's crank and go, I got to have that in my mug. If you hold up a picture of a chick and a picture of a guy,
I know,
and you go, all right, pick one, you have no reason, none, to pick the picture of the guy.
No. Even if he's a good-looking guy.
So obviously it's got to be something that's just inherent in your chromosomes.
And I do think you're right. I think females are more apt to experiment.
Well, they can get away with it. There's no stigma that goes along with it, and it's certainly something that should be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 chicks kissing at a party.
Huh. Yes, Janet.
Hi, Russ. First, let me say that I adore you, honey. Your voice drives me home every day. But I also wanted to say that it is a choice, and it's just like any other sin. If you choose to do that sin, of course you're going to be drawn to it. And if you choose, like for instance, pedophile, it's a sin to be with a kid, but they can't help it. They say they're just drawn. The truth is they're just giving into their sin, just like I give into my speeding sin, you know?
What? You can't. Let me be very simplistic with this. You can't equate pedophilia with lesbians.
Why?
First of all, you just take a look at it based on the legal system. You can't do that. It's okay if 2 women of age want to be together and do the scissors and rub the clams together and suckle each other's breasts. Stop calling me.
Stop it.
The other one is beyond perversion, and you're also taking advantage of somebody who can't defend themselves. That's why pedophiliacs, that close?
Pedophiles.
Should be put down.
I agree. Or not.
Because if we let them out and we always want to keep tabs on them and you have to keep a sex offender list, then you're obviously always concerned about them. Why let them loose?
Or at least chemically castrate them.
That's good.
You wanted to kill them a second ago.
Well, if you can do something that's going to prevent them going out and preying on children again, you go back to the Dateline NBC. You got guys that were popped on television week after week, same guys that would show up even though they knew there was a chance they were going to get screwed around.
And again,
so obviously the driving force is well beyond anything that we as a society could deal with. So Trey's right. Drop your ball sack and a little thing of acid.
And then you don't let them out. Again, you still don't let them out.
Well, they're not going to have the desire to do anything because their ball sack ain't there no more. That's where all your evils lie.
I guess I don't know about that. I don't know if it's in your head or if it's in your ball sack. I don't know, and I don't care. Put them all in one place and never let them out. There's legislation out there to have them killed. I mean, if you've been convicted, twice or 3 times? I don't know what the actual numbers are.
I don't know why it would have to be 2 or 3 times. Well, after one conviction on some type of sex crime, especially if it's with children, you always keep tabs on them. You want them to register every place they go. They got to have signs in their front yard telling kids, don't trick or treat here. Obviously, you're a threat to society. There was no reason to let you go. Either A, put them down, or B, boil their balls.
Well, either do that and just keep them in forever. That's a forever offense.
There's a guy in California, and he's like CNN have him on when there's child cases because he's a convicted pedophile.
I've seen this guy.
I mean, he looks, but he's been chemically castrated. He is an advocate for it. He said that is really one of the only. He goes, I never should be around kids, and I'm not. But
even after castration, he says he still might have that drive.
He still would never trust himself around.
Well, then JD's right. There's no reason to turn him loose.
But he's an advocate for the chemical castration.
Okay. What is line 4? Still back to the gay thing? Are they mad?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I got to blow to get somebody pissed off. Yes, Michael.
Rush.
Yes.
That chick you just had on, that has got to be the most ignorant individual I've ever heard in my life. For her to sit there and equate lesbianism or homosexuality with pedophilia is stupidity.
I defended you. I already covered that one.
I know you did. I know you did. And I appreciate you doing that. But what people don't realize is, as a gay man, I can't take my partner, Michael, I can't take him out with me other places. We can't go to office parties together. I just have to, no, didn't get a date. I mean, it's always some excuse.
So nobody, hey, flame off. Nobody around you knows that you're gay.
No.
All right, then I've been totally oblivious to this. I thought we had stepped beyond that because when we've got parties or appearances, Jagger brings his lover out. I don't look at the two of them and think, damnation.
No, I don't either. Not at all.
I just think, you chose poorly.
Maybe he didn't. They get along better than Joy and I.
So is nobody around you, family, anybody know that you're gay?
Oh, my family knows I'm gay.
How did they initially respond to that?
I haven't spoke to my father in 10 years.
So he wasn't down with it?
Oh, he's an associate pastor at a Baptist church. No.
All right. And your mom?
I speak to Mom very, very rarely. Usually she calls me when she's at somebody else's house.
So your family just shut you down because of some... I can't use choice. So you're saying it's not a choice, right?
It's not a choice.
All right. So just the way you are. You haven't done...
queer or a fag or anything like that.
But they're going to judge you just based on something that you've done. It has nothing to do with society. You haven't broken any laws. You haven't really done anything that's the other person hasn't agreed to. But as a son, they just totally just dismissed you.
Correct.
It's a very sad lifestyle.
I mean, I have.
How old are you?
Like Jagger, I'm 33. I adopted a child, and I provide this child with the most love and affection that you can offer any child.
What kind of baby did you get?
Do what?
What kind of baby did you get?
I got a baby from Russia.
Okay. That's all right, then.
Stop it. It's okay to have any kind of a baby. Jagger and his friend, they have a wonderful house with that child.
What kind of baby did they get?
You know, I'm not even sure where the baby's from. I know it's from another country.
Well, that's okay.
Any baby is okay. Any baby that needs love.
I want most babies to go to a mother, a mama-daddy environment. I ain't slamming Jagger.
No.
Because he's 6'4".
I understand.
But first preference is always going to be a normal lifestyle. Kids being adopted already have a stigma that's associated with that. You don't want to go live with two daddies.
No.
We do?
What?
Kids that are adopted have a stigma?
Well, not you.
All right.
Awkward moment.
Well, they're going to
Damn it, I forgot. There's one in the room.
He's behind me, isn't he?
A little bit.
There's going to be the thinking of, well, why did they get rid of that baby? Why wouldn't they keep him? What'd he do?
Not what'd he do as a baby. You just, obviously, the parents weren't
I don't have any stigma against...
you just said there was a stigma.
What? They got enough issues. They didn't have a family, and now they have to go find another home and bond with a new family unit. Don't make it too Peter bumpers.
Hey, look at the kids in Nebraska that got dropped off. I bet those kids would be more than happy to have just a loving home where they were wanted compared to being dropped off, by you're a teenager and being dropped off at some hospital. I mean, I saw a story today about how these kids, it was at a hospital in Nebraska, these kids are just crying.
Well, they are.
As their parents are leaving.
Well, there's no way to go back and communicate with the kids and explain to them, you know what, your daddy's a douchebag. They decided that you were
a burden.
Yeah.
Too much trouble.
Well, you don't want to say that to the kid.
No.
You're a burden. Because in their mind, they've already taken responsibility for that. That's why some kids, through a divorce, they take responsibility for that.
I worked very, very hard to let my kids know they were not responsible in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, I would have told them that was the only reason I got a divorce from your mother.
Oh, my God.
Your mother and I had no issues, no problems, no financial
came along.
thing. You came along, all of a sudden, I couldn't afford no boat.
Whipped a Baptist minister over... Because he sat there in Sunday school one day and said, a lot of times children are the cause of divorce. He goes, and y'all should take responsibility.
Are you serious? In church?
Sunday school.
Nobody said nothing?
I got up. I called him. I said, you're just an absolute...
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I walked out.
Okay. Now, Nebraska, do they have their emergency meeting or not? Are they still taking kids during the big holiday rush?
It's still in progress. I can't wait until Black Friday.
They're arguing about now the days. Is it going to be 100 days or is it 120 days or is it 1 year? That's what they're
120 days for what?
For how old the child is before they can no longer drop him off.
They pretty much now. I think they've agreed on 30 days.
I was going to say, start at a month just make that a temporary
restraining order.
Edict. Yeah. Do that, and then go back and decide later. Narrow it down. Where do you think, all right, maybe it should be 45 days. Maybe it should be 6 months. But nip everything off from 1 year up to 18 years. Yes. And do it now, because again, you're going to have that mad holiday rush of dropping the kids off.
You just have to, and
especially now that gas prices have dropped.
I can afford to finally drop your ass off in Nebraska. Thank you, Nebraska. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
In Nebraska, we take all the grief out of getting rid of that unwanted child. We're the We Buy Ugly Children state.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, I save $185 a month on beer and wine. Hang on, I shouldn't have said that.
No, I don't think so.
Well, they also eat food. Thank you, Nebraska. We decided we couldn't keep our lifestyle, so we got rid of our useless kids. I got me a new rod and reel and a Zebco. Thank you, Nebraska. Just buy the kids and then sell them someplace else.
Just stop the stupidity. Make it stop now. Because I got news for you. Holidays are coming. There's cars on the way right now to Nebraska.
All right, well, then just turn around. Turn the entire concept around. You're going to take them anyway for a while.
Did the gates close yet? Did the gates close yet?
Nebraska is always open.
Oh, I love Nebraska. I love corn.
We'll take your children no matter what shape they're in. We'll take an ugly situation and make it better. And in most cases, we'll pick up. They even took my red-headed, retarded stepchild. Thank you, Nebraska.
I saw an interview today with one of the state legislators. They go, well, do you think you made a mistake leaving it open-ended? He goes, no, I think it was a great success.
Successful what?
It's been a financial windfall.
It's not. How's it been a windfall?
Because we've taken the stress, the worry, and the hassle out of selling your children. You can sell your children the easy way in Nebraska. The We Buy Ugly Children state. Call us now for a free brochure consultation.
Okay.
Nebraska buys any children in any condition for cash. Go to our website, WeBuyUglyKids.com. We'll take them all. Retarded stepkids, mongoloids, restless legs, bedwetters, ground eaters, bulimic, OCD, six-toed stutters, dementia, Asperger's. Every single one of them. Hey, yeah, I mailed my kid back in the pre-stamped envelope. Thank you, Nebraska.
I think about that every time I see that Cash for Gold commercial. You just put your gold in the envelope, send it in. A few days later, you get your cash.
I didn't realize what my kid was worth until the Nebraska
in the Cash for Kids program. Just stick your kid in this envelope.
We're going to start having babies all the time. That's better than stuffing envelopes. What are those on hold, Alfie?
About Jagger's daughter.
About her.
That she was born in Detroit, and the second guy has something involving the baby's father.
Has all this been on the air with Jagger's show?
I think it has.
All right. Because it ain't my kid.
I understand. That's not.
Yes, Peter.
Hey, I was going to say that Jagger's baby is actually, she was a little black girl from Detroit, and apparently when they went to go pick her up at the, go meet her the first time at the hospital, is when the baby's daddy found out that it was going to two guys, and he apparently twisted it off, and it got pretty tense and sounds like almost violent.
Well, he already, unless I missed it, he already had his chance to take that child and raise it. You're the one that agreed for the adoption. You let anybody that wants that baby other than you is going to be a better choice, gay or not.
Yeah, I guess the guy hadn't signed off on the paperwork at that point.
So Jagger had already flown up there, and now you're going to have to set through some phase while this guy decides, is this really where I want the baby to go? If you were already responsible, you would have made this decision long ago. If responsibility was really going to come into play, you'd have kept the child and raised it. Why don't you shut up and don't worry about where it goes, because somebody else has already made a better decision than you?
Because I still have rights as the father.
Yeah, obviously you got no rights.
You do legally.
You giving up the baby?
Well, I hadn't yet. And you have to sign off, and if I don't,
Okay,
you don't get
and
that
if his ethics and his morals were that strong, he wouldn't have turned loose of that child, and obviously he did.
You're right.
Thanks, Peter.
But they went through a period where they weren't sure they were going to get her. Unfortunately, the guy did sign off, and they had a great big party over at their house.
And then also sometimes depending
I ain't invited no...
Yes, you were invited. You most certainly were invited to the baby shower. Everybody was there.
Did you go, Trey?
No.
Well, you and Trey weren't there.
I didn't know about it.
Yes, you did. I saw the invitation sitting over there on the counter.
I didn't get no black baby party.
You got an invitation with a picture of the baby on it. Yes.
Oh, I thought they were asking for money.
No. No.
Gavin.
Yeah, buddy.
When was Jagger's adoption party?
Oh, that was this August.
Did I have a valid reason why I couldn't go?
No.
Yeah, actually you did.
Which was?
I don't remember. We were actually doing something. I think it was the Sunday after...
I had sun poisoning.
Live 8. And you and I were doing something, and because on my way back, I realized I'd
Was it the yard sale?
No.
Nope. Yeah. Well, I'm sure I was doing something for society.
You were.
But there was no reason why I couldn't go.
And you were busy.
With my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could come and go as I pleased. All right, go ahead, Dan.
An extraordinary account from a German army medic has finally confirmed what the world has long suspected. Hitler only had one nut.
How embarrassing.
War veteran Jonah Jambor made the revelation to a priest in the 1960s who wrote it down. The priest's document has now come to light 23 years after Jambor's death. Until now, there's never been complete proof Hitler was...
one nut.
Yeah, one nut.
He's a ball.
Monarchique. The medical term for having one. But the document tells how Jambor saw the proof with his own eyes. In the account, he relives the horror of serving as an army medic in World War I. He died at age 94 in 85. But he had told his secret to priest Francisek Pauler, who kept a note of the conversation.
So nobody actually saw Hitler's balls, or there are pictures of them. It's just you've got somebody that...
No, this guy
said
saw
he
it.
was hanging to the left.
Yeah, this guy saw it because he was an army medic, told his priest, the priest had wrote it down.
Wait, you said World War I. You meant World War II?
No, World War I, because Hitler fought in World War I.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So that's when he saw his ball.
Yes.
He was a medic, and Hitler got injured, and they said actually he was a screamer. He was out there screaming, "Help me, help me, help me," covered in blood, and the guy saw that he had lost a testicle.
Okay.
That's all.
One nut, Adolf.
Off him. He's dead.
Go ahead. Suspended. Okay, we already talked about Pac-Man Jones there. He's back. On the 30th anniversary of the Jonestown disaster on Tuesday, organizers of an annual memorial service displayed the first panels of a 36-foot-long stone wall that is to be inscribed with the names of the more than 900 victims of the violence in Guyana. In the years since, efforts to create a monument have dragged on for lack of funding.
I don't think 90% of the population really knows what happened in Jonestown.
No.
Yeah, was it Jim Jones?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Had his own cult. And actually, Ernie and Jay had an author of a book about this.
Really?
And this wasn't a decision that the cocktail at the end where everybody committed suicide. That wasn't just an anonymous vote, unanimous vote. They actually had guns drawn on these people. I think they made, if I heard the story right, they made the children drink the poison first.
Yes.
And then along with the adults. I think there was even an ABC News journalist that was killed.
They were trying to leave, yeah. They were part of the people that were getting on the airplane when the guys came out of the woods on the tractor.
Well, no, that was
shot them.
Because there was a congressman who went down there from California on a fact-finding mission with 3 journalists, and they
didn't make it out.
No, his sniper, they didn't make it off the plane. His snipers picked them off. But that's what he claimed they were coming to attack him, and they're spying on him, and the end is near. And
they did make it off the plane, and they went in and met with them. They were leaving when they got attacked.
They still got popped. Yeah. And I believe the end of this story, I think it's Jim Jones's son, said he was a victim just like everybody else was.
A victim of what?
He said Jim Jones Jr., the minister's adopted son, said the tragedy is we're villainizing Jim Jones. Jim Jones was also a victim of his own madness. We need to memorialize all the bodies as a great loss.
No, you don't turn around and take the perpetrator and include them in some type of memorial wall or service.
there's the spookiest audio of him,
Jim Jones.
Yes, commanding people to take this drink. Hurry, hurry! They're on their way. They're coming to get us. We'd rather be together in heaven. Drink it. Make sure you drink it up. And it's just spooky.
And again, not all of it was voluntary.
No, and just the pictures of people just laying down in the yards.
So his son thinks that Jim Jones should be immortalized along and remembered with everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we toast first? Good. Hang on. We need a break? All right. We'll be back.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Chaka Khan, let me rock, Chaka Khan. Let me rock, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock, Chaka Khan. Let me rock, let me feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you say, what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. Let me take you in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka.
It's the treehouse that has plenty of room for you. The Russ Martin Show.
I haven't listened to all of it yet. I don't know if this is the actual audio where Lee Harvey talks about the Dallas police beating him.
Oh, I didn't know there was audio about that either.
Do you not look at anything but the JFK assassination?
Yeah, I looked through all of it. Some of these things.
There's audio, there's video. The Detective Lavelle that we talked to earlier, there's actual video of him walking Lee Harvey down the hall. It's not just that one shot.
Yeah,
that one picture.
I've seen it. I just never heard that guy go ask him the question right before he got popped.
You want a refresher?
Please. Give me a refreshing.
And let's see, what is that called? Let me look on my flash drive. It's called flash drives. It always takes me forever to find anything. So I hope it's hit a flash. Here it is.
There is a prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Sorry, you lost me.
I'm writing it down, though.
I wrote down. Can I quote you on that? Can you confirm that?
There is a prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot.
That's too fast. Whew. Is that pirate speak?
No, it's not pirate speak. I've been shot. And I lost my parrot.
And at least we got the question answered, because I know that's been part of the conspiracy of when Jack Ruby shot Oswald, he screamed out, why? Mm-hmm. Detective Lavelle was standing there 2 inches from Oswald. He said, no, he didn't have time to come up with no questions. He just got shot in the gut, made that noise, collapsed.
Went straight down and was passed out at that point.
Lost his parrot.
There is a prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot.
The jingling noise you hear is Detective Lavelle looking for his cup keys to get untethered.
This was such a bad idea.
The only picture that sticks is that one snapshot. I think the photographer actually won a Pulitzer for that. Is Oswald, the gun from Ruby in his gut, Detective Lavelle on Oswald's right with that look of,
this is my good suit. I'm getting that on it.
Shoot him a little bit that way. And I was right. Detective Lavelle didn't admit to it. He said he'd been accused of it, of pushing Oswald up front into the gun.
You're going that way anyway. I'm just helping you along.
You're going to get shot.
Yeah.
Just move this way. This is my new Neiman Marcus suit. Right here. Got this from one of my partners. Love this suit. Right, hey, let me ask you something. Before you get shot?
Yeah.
You ain't got no stomach problems, do you?
No.
The acid reflux?
No, I don't have that.
You didn't have Mexican food?
No, not for lunch.
Good, because I don't want to get nothing splattered on my new suit. He did. He had that push like... I want none of this. Here's the one you're looking for.
There's the prisoner. Do you have anything to say in your defense? There's a shot. Oswald has been shot. Oswald has been shot.
And I think Dan was the one that said it. You're right. It was surreal to talk to Detective Lavelle. It was one of the few people that we've ever had on the show that actually was there during one, not a reporter, somebody just working on information that was coming from the AP, stood there, talked to Jack Ruby, talked to Oswald, made a joke before he got shot. I hope you don't get shot.
I hope they're good shot as you are.
Because this is my new suit.
You like it?
I wear this all the time.
Buddy might not grow it. It was such a fun interview. That was not only fun and funny, but it's what a historical moment.
Well, it also adds to that surrealism, like I was talking about. It's like it's some point have a kid and you show them that photo. It's like that suit was from Neiman Marcus, and it was a hand-me-down from a cop buddy, and he kept wearing the hat years later and all those other things.
And you're also talking to somebody that I thought had died probably 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting when he said, their captain said, we're going to have to investigate this like it's a conspiracy. That's the first time I've ever heard part of the DPD saying, we looked at it from that angle so we could prove he did it.
Well, they could have been the starting point for all the conspiracy theories is Dallas police had to say, we have to investigate it like this. Just because you catch one guy doesn't mean that's the only person that was responsible.
Certainly not with the president assassination. You've got to think there's more than just one wacko in a book depository.
There better be more than one wacko. I put on my new good suit and I got from Neiman. Uh-huh. Here's a picture of me wearing it right after I got it. That's my dog Snotch to the left. All right, here's the Lee Harvey.
Okay.
Audio. It looks again like they're in the basement of the Dallas City Jail, and reporters are just all over him.
It's quiet. We'll all get it. Hold it down. Has the gentleman been identified?
Yes, sir. He's been identified for killing the officer.
Right. Has any identification been attempted for the killing of the president?
Well, we have his ID, but right now he don't look a whole lot like it.
Give him 28, 30 days. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oswald, did you shoot the president? I didn't shoot anybody, sir. I haven't been told what I'm here for. You have a lawyer? No, sir, I don't. I'd like some legal representation. These police officers have not allowed me to have any.
Now, we can't give you legal representation down here because they would tell on us for beating you. Maybe next time you shoot somebody in one of the liberal states. Down here, you get no legal representation until we're done.
What a lawyer.
Well, you'll get one.
Well, one would bite.
I don't know what this is all about. Kill the president? No, sir, I didn't. People keep asking me that. Sir? You shoot the president? I work in that building.
Were you in the building at the time?
Naturally, if I work in that building, yes, sir.
Back up, man.
Come on, man. No, they're taking me in because of the fact that I lived in the Soviet Union. I'm just a patsy.
It was a calculating man who slew the president of these United States today. He had to be. The shots that killed.
All right, obviously it doesn't get to that point, but I think there is one where he complains Dallas PD beat him up.
Well, yeah, I believe I've seen that video. It's something like, well, look at me, look at what they've done to me. Buddy, you got off real easy.
And we're not done. All right. Anything else before we go?
Somebody has a theory on why you're sick. Do you care?
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, Russ, but you need to consider something. after all the talking you've been doing about how the government is using the digital TV boxes to spy on us, you just happen to get sick from an ailment that affects your voice. Dude, you think it's a coincidence?
Nope.
You think the government got you sick to try to silence you?
Yes. They flew over Dallas.
Yeah.
Dropped a bunch of pollen.
Okay.
Knowing I was going to suck it up.
Yes.
And then beat me.
Can we see your ID?
Well, you can. Right now, it's not going to look a whole lot like what I look like.
Why?
But that's me.
Wow.
Give me a red marker. How the hell do you complain about Oswald knew that he had shot Officer Tippit and President Kennedy. How do you cop an attitude that you got beat up?
Well, because that's
especially if they found you in the Texas theater and you still had the handgun that shot Officer Tippit. You got a handgun. The cops are coming after you. There's probably going to be an ass go round.
Well, there is. But again, this is early on. And he's still in that. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking. I don't even know why I'm here. They haven't told me why I'm here. Bet they did. Between blows.
They probably tried to tell you, but it was too loud.
Here's a question we should have asked was it Detective Tippit?
Detective Lavelle.
Lavelle, I'm sorry. Is
stupid.
I wonder if they ever, even though he was dead, they went back and did match the ballistics from the gun they found Oswald with the one that killed Tippit.
Why would we do that? We know he did it.
That was your evidence.
I already had some mongoloid teenager ask me that question. Almost to the end of the interview, I asked him, did they ever really decide that he had shot Officer Tippit? Why? We know he did it. He's already dead. We're normally not in the...
We never lit up on people after they're dead.
We beat them before they're dead.
Yeah.
That's how they get that way. Is this just something with all you radio people? You just ask me nonstop stupid questions. I've been doing this since 1963. Interview after interview. Hey, did you finish Officer Tippit's case? Why don't you ask me if I wipe front to back?
Or like the one earlier, what do cats eat?
Ask me all the questions. I've been through them all. Hey, Detective Lavelle, what do cats eat? What time is it? I spring forward or fall back. Which one is it?
He was just so funny, but he put you in your place.
I've been nothing but kind to him through the entire interview. There's no reason to jump me right there at the end. I just wanted to know. Officer Tippit was shot. Did they finish out with that case?
That's actually not a bad question.
Well, he didn't care for it.
No, he didn't.
All right. You ready to go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, JohnDavidRyan.com, DanO'Malley.com, DJClo.net, TreyTrenholm.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, MajesticLiquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, Southwest.com. And the official site for Live 105.3 is Live105.3.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.